Real big, real big. I know one day I would do it real big. Real shit, real shit. I know what my real niggas feel is. Nighttime, love songs, and even see the stars, but we still wish. Real shit, real shit. Who would ever thought that we would build this? Trying to walk to school, get your jaw socked. Trying to pump your gas, get your car shot. Large profit margin on the long shots. Cause young niggas really make it off the R block. Nighttime, low song. Fucking young bitches while they folks on. High school, didn't go. Couldn't understand my plan, now you niggas know. Self-made, well paid. I'm from where they tell you never touch the shell case. I'm from where they teach you never trust a pale face. Let's talk banging, I can tell you about a failed race. Real shit, real shit. I know what my real niggas feel is. Nighttime, low song. Fucking young bitches while they folks on. Real big, real big. I know one day I would do it real big. Real shit, real shit. I know what my real niggas feel is. Nighttime, low songs, and even see the stars, but we still wish. Real shit, real shit. Who would ever thought that we would build it? Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. That's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me on. They think I know the way. So I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Slossing that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to save. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in the few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game. Got my name all in the news. Tripping on all of my moves. Quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county, nothing to lose. What I got on you, but I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. Not at all. You, my money real. Not you do. So I don't do this shit for nothing. shit that you never read. Passing through stages in life, through the ups and the downs, like it's all just another test. Live by the rules like a fucking ref. I got respect in 100 sets. Too many chains need another chest. Glad no games if it wasn't chess. Come from that cloth that you couldn't stretch. Come from that circle you couldn't touch. Heavily pressured and under stress, even though niggas ain't sure it was a mess. Honest attempt playing to the left. Judge a young nigga by that trench. If it's no option, what they expect? Only thing we knew for sure is the baby set. Fuck living basic, I'm taking risks. Fuck what they said, I'm saying this. Don't waste your time, it don't make you rich, it don't mean nothing, so fuck them, let's make a grip. Double up, triple up, make assists. Ballin' so hard you can play a bitch. Lead to the lake if they wanna fish. Make sure them niggas around you stick to the script. It should be written in stone. You should come visit my zone. Don't take my word, double check all of my flows. Ask them how hustle got on, but fuck what you heard. This for who walk down that road. Sold everything but they sold. Straight off the curb. Real niggas rich as you nerds. So trust the women make it so. I don't do this for nothing. Nah. Cut the bass out. All money in, nigga. Hustling. Victory lap. You just hit the lotto. No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I gave you that look.
Yeah.
We just hit the lotto. Boo's like, were you on mute? I gave her a look of like, where are the people at right now, Dad? We got like 82 people in here. Can y'all do me a favor? Let me turn my mic up. Can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all help your boy out, dude? I'd like to talk to some more people right now. You know, I'm trying to give out free game. We talk perpetuals Monday through Friday. Do me a favor. If you think someone would benefit from these courses that are absolutely free, please be so kind and share. If you're on X, you can like and reply, of course, to help the algos. You can also repost or quote. And if you're on Twitch or YouTube, you can also hit us with a live reply. Do me the biggest favor. Handle that for us so we can be here to help as many as possible. We just hit the motherfucking lotto. I hope y'all are feeling as good as me because I'm feeling great. What's up, Gator Bear? Nice to see you, homie. It's my guy right there. Oh, Sherry, nice to see you in the building. I see my boy Hinch is in the building. I see Sherry, man, you tapping in always, man. I appreciate you. I am in the house. You are correct. You are correct. I'm feeling good, though, guys. We're going to get into some perps in just a moment. We've got about 98 people here. I like giving it at least about 10, 15 minutes before we start, just to ensure that nobody misses the introduction to it all. You know, at the end of the day, it's really important to me that people understand what risk management's all about. And also, it's such a new thing with perpetuals. It's also really important that people understand exactly what these perpetuals are, how they operate, what's at stake. It's important to me because the one thing I don't want is people just trying to learn at a fast pace and moving too fast and losing resources that they could put into their, you know, conviction plays or savings accounts or whatever it is that you guys do with your money. Obviously, it's your prerogative, but I do want to make sure that I can be here to assist anybody. So just know this one thing. You are free to ask questions. And to be quite honest with you, I love questions. I think every question I get, there's a decent amount of people that perhaps have the same question.
but just didn't feel confident enough to ask. Let me just remind you, there's no dumb questions when it comes to trading. It's much better to get confirmation by asking a question versus assuming. That could be detrimental when it comes to the experience that you have. Because the truth is this, if you have a bad experience doing something early on, you'll never get an opportunity to see it through. But if your experience is somewhat decent or good, you'll stick with it. And that might be the way you're able to see what this could potentially do for you, if it's for you, and if you enjoy doing it, most importantly. I think that's what life's all about. Do you wake up excited to do what you do? If you answer that question with an absolutely yes, you're on the right path. If you kind of question that or you think no, you got to find that drive, you got to find that passion, and you got to shoot for it, because it's a short life, man. We're a grain of sand on a beach, man. We're a speck of time in eternity, you know? So make the best of it, man. Seriously. Take it back to 95. Perp it up, perp it up, perp it up. I love it. I love it. Love learning this. I think it's going to take my trading to amazing heights. Man, I hope so, Gator Bear. I really do hope so, man. Genuinely hope so, bro. That's what I'm doing it for. Seriously, man. You know, back in the day, I used to do crash courses on day trading. We talked a lot about SPY, day trading options. We kind of evolved into crypto in the trenches. And then now, ironically, it's kind of evolving into perps, perpetuals. And when I tell you how many DMs I got from people that stated they had never been so consistent in their trading experience ever, that is what made me want to do it and continue doing it, to be quite honest with you. I saw that what I was doing was, in fact, helping others. And that's something I enjoy doing the most. So, yeah, I hope you're right, man. I hope 100%. I hope you guys can learn a thing or two. You know, hold yourself accountable, man, and start applying some of the things you come across and you learn. And, you know, if that results into more resources at the end of the day, you're doing something right. You know, you're doing something right. So we'll get into it in just a couple minutes or so. We'll start off with, of course, Jupiter, jupe.ag, so we can show the platform that we utilize, most of us, the difference between going long and short, risk management we'll touch up on. We'll touch up on liquidation versus leverage. We'll touch up on, is it better to be high leverage? Is it better to be low leverage? And kind of finding that happy medium of the two. We'll go over certain things we see on the charts as far as patterns go. And of course, as far as, you know, typical trading with key levels, what patience is all about. We'll go through it all. And I think it definitely should help you hone in on some of the things that we do that we got to be ahead of, you know, and one of them is emotions. I think emotionally, trading is very difficult unless you have those emotions intact. And the only way to have emotions intact is if you have an actual plan. And then you have to, of course, hold yourself accountable, be disciplined, and execute that plan. And you'll notice the more plans that you execute, win, lose, or draw, the better you feel about what you're doing, because you'll be able to really start to see your trading style develop, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And it'll allow you to kind of scale higher and higher with position size as you feel more confident. And that's where you can take something like perps that's available to you 24/7 and actually start to try and bring in some extra resources. Maybe you want to go on vacay. Maybe you want to pay off some debt. Maybe you want to add to some of your conviction plays. Maybe you just want to accumulate some resources for a rainy day. I mean, you definitely want to learn these traits in life, extracting resources from the stock market, from crypto. You know, those are important things to learn in this day and age with everything being so digital. And so, yeah, dude, to Gator's point, man, I really do hope that it takes you, you know, you're trading to amazing heights, man. And I hope you've learned stuff so far. And if not, man, I'll keep pushing as hard as I can to ensure that you guys get at least some substance from these calls in order to kind of strategize and game plan for yourself on what makes sense for you, what clicks for you. And remember, you guys, journaling those trades are huge, man. You'll learn some tendencies about yourself. There's so many variables in trading. It could be a good day versus a bad day in the real world, which ultimately dictates the way you see a chart and trade. You know, it's kind of like when they tell you in a young age, when you get that first job, you got to keep that shit at the door. Man, it's true all around, even in the trading realm. So, you know, I'll share my personal experiences with you guys in high hopes that you guys can, of course, learn some things. Full disclosure, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have a degree in finance, nothing close to being equipped enough to answer your financial questions. Nothing I'm saying during this particular, crash courses, really under any of the, spaces and live streams we've done. As you guys know, I'm never here telling you when to buy. I'm also never telling you how long to hold for. I don't give that type of advice. I also can't help you with what is a good position size for yourself. And the reasoning behind this is because not only am I not qualified for it, but it's also something that is a unique to a per person basis. So unless you hit me up and we sat down and went through all of your finances, I would never understand what's a comfortable position size for you. I think this is something you really have to understand with some of these, most of these, gurus out there. They're charging you and they're giving you some information, and you kind of follow along with their trades and you hope to be profitable. And if you catch them on a good run, you are. And if you catch them on a bad run, you're not. A good run usually keeps the subs happy and they stay in it. A bad run usually keeps the subs unhappy and they dip. There's always like a side eye. Is this person really here to help me, or is he trying to charge me some shit, right? And I think that's why I've always stayed away from charging for services. I'm a good enough trader. I make good enough money in my real day-to-day that I don't need your resources. I don't want your resources. I just want to be helpful. So I'm not here to charge you anything or try and subliminally get you to do something. I don't care what you do with your money. It's your money, and you don't have to tell me what you're doing with it. I just don't care. What I do care about is your livelihood. I do care about you becoming the best version of yourself. I do care about happiness. I do care about spending time on things that I can control. I like spending time on things that keep me uplifted and inspired. I like spending time with individuals that want time spent with them. That's what I'm here for. I think you can learn a lot from these crash courses. I'll say that as humble as I can. But based on the sentiment and the responses of individuals out there, these like-minded individuals that I've came across, I think you'll learn a lot. I think you'll be able to start applying a lot of things to your day-to-day life to really just give yourself a better experience of life. That's what it comes down to. So let's get it popping, dude. Nice to see you, Dree. Hello. Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones right there. You see this one? You see this one yet? I like that sticker right there, though. I'm cheesing, bro.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
I'm cheesing. Let's get it started. About 135 in the room so far. If you've just tuned in, please do me a favor. Hit us with a live like. I should say hit us with a live comments on YouTube, Twitch, X, all that fun stuff. But also, if you're on X, repost it, quote it, like it, all that fun stuff, man. Let's get these algos cooking. Never know who you could help, man. I remember there was a person that's he had the funniest handle. It was like, I suck at trading, or I'm the worst trader ever. I think it was worst trader. And he must have saw a repost of my space for the crash courses. And he started talking on the space like, or we could just admit that trading's fucking not for everyone and I suck at it and it's gambling. And I was like, bro, if you tap into one of my classes, I promise you will not say it's gambling. I think there's definitely something you're doing that's making it feel like a gamble. And he was one of the individuals that became super consistent. He changed his name to Comeback AF, which was super cool to see. And then, yeah, man, he told me, he was like, bro, it's crazy. I actually saw your original post from someone reposting it. And that's how crazy life works. I would have never have even seen you. I never even heard of you before. So it really does go a long way. Liking it, replying, reposting it, quoting it, all of that goes a long way. It helps people, man. Like, I'm not doing this to get famous. I give a shit about fame. I'm over here trying to help people. As many as I can help, the better it makes me feel, man, for real. All right, let's talk about it. We are in a range, a very, very tight range with a lot of things going on to unpack, and I want to get into those details in just a moment. But as always, we're going to start off from scratch. We're going to jump over here to Jupe.ag. Jupiter is the platform that I use to trade perps. That's what I use. I use Jupe. I like it. I go long, I go short. Don't matter the circumstance for me, just matters on what I see, obviously. So if you go to jupe.ag, you'll be able to see there's a perps logo here. Once you click on perps, it'll take you to this. Usually starts you off on the Solana chain. However, you can do perps for Ethereum and Bitcoin, totally up to you. You'll notice we don't tap into those two. We primarily cover Solana. Why do we cover Solana only? I'll tell you the truth. We have a token that we love dearly called Lotto, and it's not just a Lotto, it's a movement. So this particular coin here is on the Solana network, and because it's on the Solana network, I follow Solana pretty heavy. That's why it's easier for me to see what's going on from a chart standpoint, price action, where the buyers are, where the bulls, where the bears are, all that fun stuff. But on this Jupe.ag, once you've clicked on perps and you've selected Solana, you'll see this chart here without any lines. You could switch your time frame all over the place, and you'll see obviously different things as you do. With that being said, here is where you would put in an order. You can go long, which would be in green, means you think it's going to go up, or you can go in a short, which would be in red, and that means you think it's going to go down. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Whatever you're willing to lose is what you're paying. This is your collateral. So if you say, I'm only willing to lose 1 Solana, and you put 1 Solana in, this would be the maximum amount of money you can lose. Very simple. So if you're in a short and you think it's going to go down and it goes up, there's a chance you can lose this entire Solana. Now, when do I lose my Solana? Very simple. The liquidation price. This liquidation price is where you would lose. So right now, at a 78.5x, if the price got to $149.69 before I sold, I would lose my Solana, right? If I'm in a long and I think it's going to go up, I'd have to look at that liquidation price here again. That liquidation price has switched to 146.70, which is right around here. That means if this price came to here before I sold for profits or sold in general, I would lose this $1. Now, I want to explain something to you guys. This is where your leverage comes into play. The higher the leverage, the closer you are to being liquidated. It's about $1.10 when you're at 100. Right here, I'd get liquidated. Right around here, right? Sure, it's 100 leverage. So I'm essentially only willing to lose 1 Solana here, but it's treating me as if I'm holding 93 Solana. That means if it goes up $1 from 148.33 to 149.33, then I would make $93. Because 93 SOL multiplied by $1 is 93 bucks, minus a couple bucks in the fees, right? Same thing goes here. At 100, I'm really close to being liquidated. But if I drop it to, let's say, 10, this price can fall all the way to $133.56 before I get liquidated. So low, right? So $133.57. I'd have to go all the way down here before I get liquidated. Do you see that? It's a lot of room, right? Why? Well, because my 1 Solana is technically only 9.7 Solana right now. That means if it goes up $1, I'm only making $9.70 minus some fees. Okay. The lower the liquidation, the further you are from being liquidated. The higher the liquidation, the closer you are to being liquidated. And it doesn't matter which way you go. If I'm short, that means as soon as it gets up to here, I'm liquidated on 100x. On 1x, I can go all the way up to $282 before I get liquidated. Holy moly. It doesn't even sound right, dude, but that's the truth. Okay. So when do I decide, like, where do I choose this from? How do I make my decision? I think one of the biggest things that I've noticed that I believe is a mistake. Now, I don't have enough data to claim it's a full-blown mistake, but my opinion is people like being like the 40 to 60, sometimes even higher. They like this right here because if the move happens, they make a lot more money. They like going with higher leverage. If they go, oh yeah, it's getting heavy, it's going to fall for sure, I'm going to go with this right here because I don't even think it's going to go up at all anymore. They just like the fact that they're trading only one soul it's costing them, but they're trading as if they have like 100 of these things. Because again, every dollar it moves is huge, right? But the truth is, why are we choosing to be so close to being liquidated? What are we seeing that's making that make sense to us? In my opinion, I don't think there's anything you can see. I think what you have to do is you have to look at levels. So if I'm long here, and I think we're going to test this and all that fun stuff, I also have to understand that we can also test this and all that kind of stuff. So for me personally, I would like to have a liquidation price that gives me some wiggle room based on what I'm seeing here. For example, this seems to be a pretty decent support right here. It held here, it held here, it held here. It even wicked and touched here, it held here. Okay, so maybe I would take this line and go, okay, that's pretty decent, but why don't I go $1.50 below? That puts me at about $143.39. I see that from this little area right here, 143.39-ish, right around this area, right? So that's where I want to be because that gives me some wiggle room. Okay, cool, that's fair. How do I get there? Let's try this. Let's try right here. A little bit more than that. So I could probably do 30x. 29.5. And that's what I do. Once I get to the point where I want to be, I'm like, that's where it is. Okay, cool. I don't care what this number is. I care what this liquidation is. That's what I care about. I care about liquidation because liquidation is what's giving me my safety net. So now, if I were to go long here, it's as if I'm trading with about 28.4 Solana worth. So again, $1 move, 28 bucks, right? I would rather have that with some wiggle room because here's my theory. If we lose this line and we can't wick back above it, and there's no bulls present at that point, then they take my money. Okay, no worries. You take my soul. I was wrong. But if it does start to test this high and break past it and test this high, well, I'm happy with that. You crazy? We're talking about a $4 move multiplied by 30 of these things almost, right? Easy $100 off this Solana, 120, if that of course takes place. These are just examples. I'm not long or short yet, and I'll tell you what I am in just a few. But this is the way I choose my leverage. I choose it based upon my liquidation. Same thing from the short standpoint. If this is the high and it's failing to close over here for long periods of time, and I want to go $1.50 above here, I can say, okay, 153.93 is pretty safe for me. 153.93. Okay, so I'd have to go a little lower, a little lower, a little lower, a little lower. All right, right around here. 153.93, 154, same difference. That's close enough. Maybe I'll take the 3 off. Maybe I got to go the other way. That's close enough. Okay, 153.89. So I wouldn't get liquidated if it doesn't get a little bit higher than this little area, okay? Same difference. I don't think it's going to hit here before it goes down some where I can take my profits, okay? That's the way leverage works. If I'm shorting something, I want to be above the resistance. If I'm going long on something, I want to be below the support as far as my liquidation goes, okay? That's the platform. Now, once you've submitted your order, you can close your order at any time. There is no theta decay like options. You can close a portion of it 25% at a time. You can set a take profit where you can say, hey, when this hits 152, sell my position. And it'll sell your position if it hits 152. You can say stop loss at 144. And rather than getting liquidated and them taking your whole Solana around this area, if you were going along, they would just sell whatever it's worth at that area of 144. So you aren't limited to watching. You can absolutely set a take profit and set a stop loss at any given time, even to the point where you can set a stop loss, which would still be in the profit margin. How? Well, if I go long here at 148 and it gets to 150, I can set my stop loss at 149, meaning I'd be up from when I entered, but also it would sell before I'd lose that profit. Putting a stop loss in, which is kind of like a trailing stop loss, when you're in the profits before you go to bed, it's an awesome feeling. You know, no matter what, when you wake up, if that position is gone, you preserved your profit. If it's still active, you know you still are in the green. It's a good feeling. It's a great feeling. Love doing it. Didn't do it last night, but hey, love doing it. All right. That's the platform. That's how it works. I'm going to give you guys about 2 minutes on the clock. If you have questions about the platform and want anything answered about the platform, if I know the answer, I will give it to you. If you've had questions in the past that have been answered that you think it'll help someone that might be thinking the same thing, feel free to talk about it in the comments. But for the love of God, don't assume. Always ask to get confirmation. Because the difference in assuming and trading, you ain't going to make an ass out of you and me in trading. You're going to make an ass out of yourself only. Okay? So ask. Ask. Thanks for spending so much of your time dedicating to helping the community learn how to trade the right way. Love you, bro. Anytime, bro. You know that, man. I'm all for you guys, bro. I want you guys to fucking win. Do me a favor, guys. Repost, quote, like, comment. I'm playing a song right now because I'm in that mood. Hey, Siri, play Win by J Rock.
Win by J Rock now playing.
This is what the fuck we do.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get the fuck up out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, ho. You either with me or win. Fuck everything else. Win. These niggas ain't shit. Win. Stop chasing that bitch. Win. Big J Rock out on 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. Black tooth though. Jump in. You might want to keep score. I win. Forearm tattoos. That's squad. All of them go shoot. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no bitch. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I've been tapping in since I was 6. I tap dance all on a brick. And your diamonds like tap water. That shit way too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Punch your left, so baby mama. Drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get the fuck up out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, ho. You either with me or win. Yeah. Fuck everything else. Win. These niggas ain't shit. Win. Stop chasing that bitch. Win. Yeah. Fuck niggas don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like drought side. I got the bow side and that loud side. And if you act bad, I bring the cow side. Go and get your money, bitch. None of my niggas on some funny shit. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field, duck hunting shit. Hit my plug just to re-up, and he was like, boop. Here. We gon' know just what it was. Flipped the whole dub and gave it back, boop. Yeah. 9/11, no malice, baby. 9-ball with no violence, baby. My trigger finger got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Goose Line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been hit it. Crashed 2 times out of limo tenant, my new ride. I'm riding with the toaster. Trump better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something I want, bitch. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get the fuck up out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, ho. You either with me or win. Yeah. Fuck everything else. Win. These niggas ain't shit. Win. Stop chasing that bitch. Win. Yeah.
All right. Let me get this. I'm going to do something right now. I'm going to set up a wallet so that I can show you a few things, because you asked a good question and I'd like to give you a visual. When you want to trim, there's like a pencil, a little tiny pencil. I'm going to go on my app on my phone just to make sure. So when you go to the trading portion on your phone, there's a portion that says close. When you hit close, you have an option to receive it in USDC or Solana. Now, you're not hitting the pencil, but there's literally a yellow box that says close. And you can actually put in 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%, totally up to you. You can also click on that amount and just change it to, something in particular as well, right?
Yeah, you can manually adjust the numbers.
Yes, there you
go. But it
automatically
automatically gives you SOL if you're in a long. And if you're in a short and you go to close it, it's automatically going to give you USDC when you go to close.
Yes, indeed. So I'm going to connect a wallet and I'm going to fund it with 1 Solana. And I'm going to do a Solana challenge. And it'll just be fun to kind of keep up with. But what I'm also going to do is give you the visual for that, Dree, so you can kind of take a look and see. But on Phantom, which is what I use on the web browser of Phantom, jupe.ag. I click on the bottom where it says perps, and then I see my positions when I'm on trade. I can see my positions, and I can close any of my positions by clicking that little yellow rectangle around that little word called close, and that allows me to choose a percentage right off top, 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%, or like Egon and I said, you can also manually input that amount that you'd like to close. And again, when you're closing a short, it's usually preset for USDC. When you're closing a long, it's preset for Solana. I always choose Solana.
Are we supposed to be seeing this?
No.
Oh, got it. Never mind. I misunderstood.
Yeah, I'll connect it and fund it with a Solana, and I'll get it up for visual effects. But again, just you hit the close button is all you need, and you'll be able to see portions that you'd like to do. And then it tells you to confirm. It's not like whatever you put in, it just sells it right away. You still got to confirm and accept and all that fun stuff. Now we have, what's up, Pete Up?
Hola.
How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you? Hi.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm going through some of the questions that we got here.
Yeah, I saw some. I'm a little bit late. I texted you. I'm probably gonna be in and out today. My kids are having one of those days.
Oh, you're good, dude. You ain't got to worry about that. You know that. How's your
Thank
day though?
you.
Other than that little bit of the struggles of parenting, man. How's everything else?
I started my day off a little bit crazy. I woke up late for work and no school today for my son, so like I had to work late to like make up that time that I missed. Um, and I also woke up to like a very crazy chart, like last night, that craziness. I'm sure you were watching it,
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
And I was like, mind fucked. I was like, what's going on? Like, I was looking for news. I was like, just like digging, but then I was also like super tired. So I was like, I'm not gonna do anything right now. I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna wake up, and in the morning, like, just craziness.
I'll
Like,
give you the perfect word, dude. Discombobulated, bro.
right?
I was the same way. I'm like, okay, we got a 4-hour chart here, which is what I
Yes.
like getting off of, right? I like finding my entries on shorter time spans, but I definitely like to see the full picture with the 4-hour. And I'm
Yeah.
looking at the 4-hour right here.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? So I'm looking at the 4-hour and I'm like, okay, when I go on a daily chart first, right? And
Yeah.
I look and I go, okay, so what do we look like on the day?
Yeah.
I'm like, since we hit our low of 95, we've been kind of riding it, you know?
Right.
I'm like, all right, still in an uptrend. I'm still bullish, you know, as long as we keep getting these higher highs and higher lows, I'm cool. And
Mm-hmm.
then obviously during the day, slash,
Thank you, baby.
we got this like pocket right here where it lost
Yeah.
the uptrend
Yeah.
and support of 148
Yeah.
and created a lower low and came down here, which I've added this one. I was like, what is the significance of such a big pop? And it
Yeah.
turns out it was March 3rd and September 16th resistance of last year, right? So I'm like,
Oh.
okay, maybe we could get some support here. Let's keep an eye on this level, right? But we
Mm-hmm.
saw the reaction. It was like boof. And it
Yeah.
was crazy because I was like, all right, man, I'm getting short-term bearish at this point. Once we lost this level, I'm like, dude, I'm getting short-term bearish. You guys saw Perry.
Yeah.
She's like, did somebody say bearish? And I was like, I mean, fuck, short-term, motherfucker, but yes. And then out of nowhere, we saw this, bro. This was absolutely insane of a move, by the way. The
Yeah.
volume was absurd. It was just like, whoa. And then before you know it,
Yeah.
the candle closed, which is what my level was. I said, if we can reclaim the 148 somehow with 2 hours left, which I doubt,
Right.
I'm back to higher lows on the candles. Because here's the deal. Look, 4-hour candle close, right? 4-hour
Yeah.
candle close. You come all the way over here and look, this is still higher than this. So I'm like, 4-hour candle
Right.
still higher, bro. Like something ain't right.
And I
And
was
then
watching the 15 struggle so much
struggle,
too. Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah.
But once we closed up above this inflection, I call them the X's. Once we
Mm-hmm.
closed above it, I was like, yeah, I'm back on my bullshit. So I'm back long. I trim at the 150, thinking like, okay, we're probably going to get maybe a 150, 82 test, you know? I
Yeah.
trimmed at like 149.50, 25%, feeling good. And then I'm like looking at night, and I think we were right around here. It
Yeah.
was like late too. I was like, man, I'm tired, but we look good. We look strong right now. I'm straight. I'll
Yeah.
go to no, I ain't even gonna put a take profit on this one. I'm going to bed. I'm feeling good. And then of course I'm on the West Coast, bro. So I woke up right around here, I think.
Oh fuck.
And I was just like, what the how?
Yeah. Yeah.
Discombobulated, bro.
I saw that too and I was like, what the fuck? Like all my lines like were messed up and then like back to place and I was just like, okay. I need to like just like calm down and like really look at it again because what I thought I had before just I don't know, it was very random. It's great though. Like I think this is like what we need to like to get the leg up.
Yeah.
but definitely random. And then I was like, this is probably karma for being such a bearish bitch.
Honestly, though, dude, this has been a wild 24 hours. I mean, that if you look at the low of the 144.59, the
Yeah.
peak of 53 and some change, back down to 145, struggled, couldn't, closed over 148, but couldn't hold it back to back.
Yeah.
For you know what I mean? So I remember I put out the post this morning. I said, I'm probably going to start shorting around 147 and
Mm-hmm.
small position so I can add during the 148 rejection.
Yeah.
But then I'm looking at it, right? And I'm like, I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
I need a retest of this daily, dude. That's what I need. So maybe it comes through at the inflection. I need something. Maybe it's all the way up here. I need something. I cannot full blown get bearish because I'm still above this 146. And
No, Meredith.
it's like no man's land, right? It's like I need a break.
Yes. Yeah. So right now, I'm very short term bullish. I'm currently in a long, which I grabbed at 145.06. And then it just like, it started doing its thing, going sideways. It went up, came back down a little bit. And I was like, okay, like it's an okay long that I'm just trying to take advantage of like the momentum. Um, but yeah, I need to like just no. Study a little bit more. But that's what I'm doing right now. Short term, long, short term,
I'll,
bull.
I'll go over my thought process too. So
Yeah.
for me, hi Meredith.
Hi. This is your co-host, or whatever, however you say that.
For me, once we broke the key level, 136,
Yeah.
and again, for me, the reason I'm naming this key level for me originally, first off, it's got so much history,
Yeah.
holding, breaking, holding, breaking, holding, breaking, and you can see these are the big views I look at right here. This section, you
Yeah.
could see once it lost it, it was like depths of you know what, and it never reclaimed it. And these are big drops. Like this is like from 136 to 121, right? 136 to 124. So you saw it was like starting to wedge upward. When it finally broke, it took off pretty nice, almost 150, but it came back, lost it instantly, again, just to reject it. And so when I look at things like this, rejection, 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 rejection on wicks are important to me on resistance levels because there's no buyers present. It can get all the way up here and then there's no buyers to break this, so it falls. It gets all the way up here, no buyers to break this, and crashes, right? And we saw this every time until the crash was smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and we finally get the break up. So this is where I went bull. I couldn't just grab it right here though. I had to wait for this to be tested. Tested, went long, ripped it. Tested again, went long, ripped it. Once we broke this area, same thing. Test it, go long, ripped it, ripped it. Again, break over here, test it, go long with my liquidation always at the lower point of it all. Safe here throughout this downtrend of here, retesting here, and ripped it longer. And it was working every time until it didn't. This was
I
the
was gonna
first,
say it like messed up the lines completely.
yeah, this was the first time
Yeah.
I got, because I still had a higher low. This to this was still a higher low for me. But this was the first time I didn't get a higher high. And ironically, the first time we don't get a higher high, what did we do? We lost the trend line. So my rule is now I have to be a short-term bear, but I can only enter my bear moves on specific retests. So at first, because this was such an aggressive pullback, I was going to start my position at 147, add if I was able to at 148, maybe even add a little bit more at 149. That was my first initial plan this morning. And then I mentioned in the group chat, you know what? I'm not feeling that right now. I need to see an official retest. And to me, that's going to be this key level of 150. Like, what's it going to do at 150? At 150, I'll know some shit because it's either going to reclaim it and we're off the bases, or it's going to reject it and we got to find support.
Yeah,
Now,
if we get to like 150 safely, I think we're good. but
Here's the deal, right? Once we broke 150, we couldn't hold it as support, right? We
right.
couldn't hold it. We did hit the 148 as support, but lost it. So that's not support.
Right.
The only support is the 146. That's the only support that it's finally held. Right? So 150 couldn't hold, 152 couldn't hold, 148 couldn't hold, 146 is held not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times, and even 5 and 6 times right now, which is, it's pretty promising for the most part. But now I need new higher highs or I'm in trouble because it can still get heavy. So what my outlook was right now is if we get a retest and a reject of the 150, like this is going to be maybe even closer to this area because it's going to be a while before it might not pull up this high. I'll take shorts from here. 150 reject. I'll take shorts.
Yeah.
Trim. On
Yeah.
the long side, if it reclaims it, trim to the long. That's my key level. I got to see what it does at this 150. This to me is
right. And the one that I have right now, I was like, ooh, I think I'm just gonna hold it to 150 and like see what's going on. Probably scalp that rejection. And on that pullback, I might go long again, but I just really need to see because yesterday just threw me off completely. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, and like, it's something that I wanted to share with people. Like, yeah, like you can do your charting, your levels, but we do not have crystal balls, right? Like nobody does, and like shit changes, and you either adjust or watch.
Yeah, so I agree with that too. I think this is where liquidation comes into play.
Yeah.
My long didn't get liquidated. My short didn't get liquidated.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I have baby positions left because I made a plan that if we lost 147, that I would close my long. We lost it on this position right here. So I closed most of it. I kept like very see it. In fact, I think I still I closed all the way up here. I think it was one. Maybe I can. You can see history. Oh yeah, you can maybe see the liquidation. No.
Yeah, the history doesn't. It tells you if it was like a trigger or something, but it doesn't really like give
No,
you
it
like
doesn't.
the full data.
So my support was always $1.50 under here. My support 142 ish.
Mm-hmm.
I would have outlasted this. And normally it's funny. I'm like, liquidate me, bitch. But I was seeing this level lose. And on a 4-hour non-confirmation, we still make mistakes, man. I closed out my position at when we lost this 147, my long, and kept like the tiniest piece just to kind of keep an eye on it. It never liquidated.
Right.
So I would have held all of that, and then I wouldn't have had to have gone long once it reclaimed. That's when I added to my position after the reclaim. I was like, all right, we're back on some bullshit. Boom, went long, trimmed.
Yeah.
Was planning on trimming here, but was sleeping by the time, and would have got a nice exit all the way up here. To be honest with you, hit
Oh, that
all
would have been awesome. I was
2,
fucking
3.
kicking myself too. I was like, oh my god, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But yeah.
Same with the short. I did a tiny small starter on my short at 148.18. No, that's where it's at right now. Sorry.
Was it like?
147.83 because I figured, okay, I can start my short here. I did a half position, and
Uh
then
huh.
I get my half point for a full position in, and then I can at least ride it 1, 2, 3 to see if it retests and confirms this is its support. And of course, leave a little bit of runners if it does come back to test anything else below it. But this was strictly a trade-off of, if this rejects, I'm going to be heavier in a normal position for the rejection for it to pull. Because just like every other time, When you get a rejection or breakout on the top wedge, you get a nice pullback. When you get a rejection on this, you got your retest. Try and open it up a bit. You lost this level here. You got your retest, failed, and you get your drawback. So it's just a same way I play levels on a horizontal way. It's the same way I play it on a diagonal way. For me, losing this after holding it for so long was a for sure retest and come back to test. Again, if it reclaims and holds, then yeah, dude, I'll take my loss and get liquidated. No biggie. Not a big deal at all. My liquidation has to be above this peak just in case, which would be like a 152-ish. I'm sorry, 154-ish. Maybe 155. What is this at? The high is 149. No, high is 153.45. So 154.95. So basically 155. This would be like my liquidation. And I would play add once, add twice. That's it. Reclaim, I'm out. Doesn't reclaim, I'm in. This would not be a hold to liquidation type of trade. This would be a, if we can't reclaim, I'm in. If we reclaim, I'm out. That's the premise of that particular type of trade. This is just an uptrend failed, becoming resistance and dropping it, or uptrend reclaim, pushing the higher highs. That's just the way I would trade those two moves. Depending on what it does there is what I'll do moving forward. But I have to do a position builder at all times. You can go, oh, I'm going to build a little position and go long because it's holding here still. That's fine. You can also go, I'm also going to build a short here. One of them is going to happen, right? You could do so much with trading. That's what I think is so fascinating. It's all subjective, right? Some people are bearish mind states and they'll play quick scalps on calls all day, but they'll hold bears for a long time for that big draw, right? Some people are bullish by mentality, so they'll hold through all of this shit, right? But they'll only scalp a little here and scalp a little here and scalp a little here. You know what I mean? It all depends on the style. But there's also so many different types of trades. A pattern that we saw earlier, you know, Motown brought this one up to me earlier in the morning. He was saying the 1 hour looked like kind of like a head and shoulders for me. For me, this is kind of a wonky head and shoulders. But when I go to a 4 hour chart, I can see how he can think this could be a head and shoulders. And it's absolutely true. It definitely looks like a head and shoulders. We got a head with a higher peak. We got the shoulders wicking down off these levels. And here's the arm. So there's your psych level retest, which once again, if this is a head and shoulders and it plays out, it would be natural to see a reject here and a finish of the shoulder here, you know, of the arm here. For this to hold, since we've had multiple tests of it, for the next bounce up. Again, not predicting, just reacting. We see one pattern that's recognizable. We see, you know, one type of trade, a failed uptrend, catch and release for me. We see key levels holding, no longer holding. Once again, 154 had a couple candles close above. 152 had a couple candles close above. 150 had a couple candles closed above. 148, it's still not holding a specific level. It's just since its highs, it's failed at holding each zone. It's failed until here. This is the only non-failure on support thus far. If it comes down here and loses it, you best believe we're gonna have to test this one again, but closing it, right? So there's no, that's the thing about trading that I want everyone to really understand out there that's tuned in. Conviction, like actually having your strategy of what you're trading, is really important to give you confidence to hold through some of the fuckery. Right?
Yeah.
I could hold through this knowing that, hey, the candle hasn't closed yet. Right? I can hold through this all the way back up knowing that we haven't reclaimed this yet. Right? It just depends on the trade you're in. That's why parity can be short. I can be long. Depending on when we close, we can still both get the win.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Exactly.
And it happens all the time.
Right. Yeah, it's just using the chart, knowing the charts well and using it to your advantage. looking at the chart in a way where you're like studying it and learning it rather than like stressing about your trade. Like that's not what you want. You don't want to look at the chart and like freak the fuck out when you see a red candle when you're long, right? You want to look at it and be like, okay, like I'm just watching it. This is what it's doing. It took me a long time to get there, but it just time, consistency.
100%, dude. I'm copying an address right now so that I can send a soul over, because I want you guys to be able to see.
For me, depending on when it was long, depending on what it does, I may add another 0.1 soul to mine. Right now, my liquidation is 141, which is right above that psych level. So if it does continue to drop, I will do that so I can stay alive. Because just this morning, like I was saying, like right before I leave for work, like it was a pretty decent high of the day. Yeah, look right there. It was like 153-ish earlier today. Or was that? Are you on the 4 hour?
Yeah.
1, 2, yeah. Yeah, it was like 153-ish. It was definitely some decent profits. Then it didn't close out because I definitely thought it was going to keep bouncing up, but it broke right to at 146 level. Spot on. So it's good.
Definitely this is that execution, man. It's not easy to execute properly on something that's new. Like for me, I dropped the ball several times trying to execute.
Well, it didn't help that they had an update today because I'm on mobile and you can't pull up the chart anymore. Now you can't hit legacy. Like there's now a button that says chart. That screen you were showing me where it says short and long is now like a default screen, and that's it. And there's no chart unless you hit the word chart, and then it all swaps over.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly on mobile right now.
I didn't know that.
On what platform?
Jupe.ag in the Phantom wallet.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, how come I see it? No problem.
Maybe I didn't update mine either.
Maybe that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I think I didn't.
Well, I thought it happened in the background because it lives online.
So
it's in the browser. So if I go into the browser.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm actually.
Are you talking about browser on your phone though, right?
Yep. I'm talking the Phantom browser inside.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm in Phantom on my browser. Everything looks the same. Maybe.
All right. So jupe.ag. And then at the bottom, now you have those 4 things: spot, pro, perps, and portfolio. When you get perps, you used to be able to, on my screen at least, on the top right beneath where your wallet is connected, it says JLP.
Yeah, I see that.
It used to say JLP, or where the JLP button is now, it used to say legacy. You could click legacy and it would bring up what you see on your screen there, the chart, and then the leverage trading thing would be below the chart. Now the only way to access chart is at the bottom right above the word perps, trade or chart. You hit those 2 buttons back and forth and it'll swap back and forth.
Yeah, I see. For some reason, I've always had it where like I've never been able to see it, a chart and trade while I'm seeing the chart. I'm either on chart or I'm on trade.
Wait, what is this? This is like just like a desktop, right, or a laptop?
This what I'm using is a desktop, like a PC.
He's using a computer right now. What you're looking at.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
Instead of using my phone, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, it's a browser. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
What's
I'm just
baby?
like living on my phone.
Oh my God, tell me about it. It's a try and
trade.
draw those lines with your fingers.
Yeah.
He's got a mouse. He's like click, 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 boom, and I'm like, oh, so jealous.
Right.
I love it.
I want to see accept and continue. Oh, okay, it did give it to me finally. Okay, can I hide this?
Hide which part?
I don't want my wallet
like your shit on it?
Yeah, I just don't want my wallet to show up. It doesn't matter. I mean, but I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Well, if you connect it, it's not connected right now. You
No,
should
I
be.
connected it, but it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
because you can't show the
It doesn't matter. I just
No, you
realized it doesn't matter. Yeah, you see this little feed. Oh, my logo's up there actually.
Oh, you can. I was just gonna say it's probably behind the logo. Yeah, boom.
Perfect. But it doesn't matter anyway, I guess. Seriously. I just thought about that. Okay. I just put a soul on it so that I have something on it. I never use this one for trading, to be honest. But
because Dick Jr. wanted to know if he could show how.
Yeah,
you see that? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm
Be right
gonna.
back,
That's why I
guys.
wanted to connect it. I wanted to make sure. Okay, we'll see you soon. I wanted to make sure that they can see a visual real quick. Okay, so first question was, where do you go to set the stop loss? I'm sorry if I missed it. Okay, so let's just put in like a 0.1 just so you guys can kind of see. 149, 149. Okay, it doesn't matter. I was gonna take like a real trade here, but let's just say fuck it. We'll do a short right now. We'll do 152. Oops. Okay. 152.47 is this line here. 152.47.
And if you guys saw when he was changing the leverage, it's changing those numbers to the right underneath where it says loading. That's going to show where your entry is going to start, where you'll get liquidated since he's in a short, if it pops and goes long, etc. If you guys are new to the platform. So
here's where we have it, okay? So I put my leverage at 26.7 because my liquidation jumps to 153.88, which is higher than the high of the day, right? I open the short. I'm just doing a 0.1 so you guys can kind of see. Oh, that's not fun. Oh, you don't get to see this. Perfect. I thought you were going to see my password pull up, so that's good.
What was that cute little guy?
A little ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. It doesn't show this at all. I love it. Okay. So we're in a short, right? As you can see, my liquidation is up here, which is above the high of the day. And then you can also see where I entered the short is this little booger, right? All right. Pretty simple. Now, if I want to close a position, and forgive me, it's really different on the PC than on the phone, but the little yellow close I was telling you about is this. Okay. When you hit close, it should give you the ability to hit a percentage. 25%, 50%, 100%, right? That's where you see it. Now,
or you can go in and manually change that number. If, like Ghost saying, he keeps his position open for a really long time. So if he's got a really good entry point, right there, it's going to close the full amount at 389 USDC. If you want to keep $5-10 in there, you keep it 380, 350, whatever. You literally go in with the cursor and change it.
Yep. So 25% of the presets. And again, you're like, how are you closing this much? Well, this is what I'm really making off of this trade would be 0.453%. I'm really only receiving 0.1 Solana at 100%, which is what I pretty much put in, right? If I close 75%, 0.76.
And if you guys aren't seeing that on yours, notice he has that little tick mark up there, Ghost, on the bottom right of the actual chart. You can see where it says show. Does that say include the fees and losses? I can't read it on mine. Or does that say oh no, that says show positions on chart. I'm sorry. There it is. Yes, that one.
Yeah.
You see how it changes when he turns that off?
So when you click on this, you guys, it's just showing you the fees are included. So when it's off, it doesn't include the fees that it charges. So right now I'm up $1.30, but when I click on this, I'm technically only up 0.83. It's a 50-cent charge, right? You see that 50-cent difference? That's what they charge, 50 cents to close this out. Again, here's your presets though, okay, guys? So you guys know. And again, you can take it in SOL or USDC. Because we were closing a short, it automatically defaults in bringing you back USDC, which, mind you, you can also trade in USDC. Doesn't matter, okay? You can trade in USDC. You can trade in Solana on both sides. You can exit in USDC. You can exit in Solana. So that's how you close a portion. Okay. There was another question. Where do you set the stop loss? So the stop loss is going to be with this pencil. You see this pencil right here? And you're going to look for a pencil on the other place as well.
And right above it, it says TP/SL. And that stands for take profit/stop loss.
Yep. TPSL, take profit, stop loss. Once you click on this pencil, you'll see on your phone as well. And it's right next to the close on your phone too. You'll see exactly what you have an opportunity to do. So if I want to take profit, remember I'm in a short, right? So I could take profit at any time now that I'm in the profits.
Oh, you got to take off our logos and stuff. It's blocking everything you're trying to show in that take profit stop loss area. There you go.
So even if right now, obviously I'm in profit because we got in here on a short and it's going down, right? So here's the deal. Can I make this smaller secretly? No.
Try holding the control button and move your scrolly wheel.
It doesn't. I tried. I did that and the other one.
Got it.
It's all good. So here's the take profit point. Let's say I want to take profit at 146. That means when Solana hits 146 right here, it would be a take profit area. Now, I can take profit and hit confirm. I do not need a stop loss also. I can literally choose one or the other or both. Very simple. Let me move this out the way as well. So we have take profit in SOL once it hits 146. Once again, once this price, which is currently at 147.60, once it hits 146, it would close 100% of my position, netting me 40% on the trade, which would be the equivalent of $5.83 because I only went in with the 0.1. Stop loss, same situation. I can say 148. Why 148? Well, I wouldn't get liquidated until 153.55. So anything between 153.55 and the price right now, I can hit a stop loss. Like I said before, do you notice how this stop loss is still profit? It's because my position's already up 7%. So even though it's a stop loss, it's just a price point of where I'm stopping this trade. It hits 146, I'm out with 40% wins. It hits 148, I'm out with 4% win. Make sense? Then once I hit confirm, it asks, am I sure? And then you can't see this right now, but it gives me an opportunity to confirm that I want to do that. I just hit cancel. All right. Where are we at on the next one? How do you trim stop loss? Do you trim on Jupe by editing your collateral? Gator, I hope that showed you what we meant. I don't touch the collateral at all. I just don't. Like this little guy over here, I don't touch this one. I don't add or withdraw or none of that shit. I just go to here, take profit, or I take this off. I go here for close, and I choose what amount. Typically, I am hitting 24% closing as far as position goes. I'll switch to SOL. I'll hit 25% at each level. So if these were my levels right here, my first trim would be here, 25%. My second trim would be here, another 25%. If I can get all the way down to here, I'll trim another 25%. But that's the way I trim. And I don't wait till it hits the exact line. I go a little bit above, just like a little bit above. That way, if it does bounce off this, I at least secured some of my position's profits, right? And then the last question on this was, what exactly do I journal? I don't journal anymore, but what I do is I actually journal the entire trade. So I'll say like, position size, I'll say long or short, I'll say where's my liquidation, like entry price, liquidation price, so I know the difference in math. If my entry price was 148 and my liquidation's 153, I can say there's like a $5 difference on liquidation on this short. And then everything I do after that is based on trimmed 25% at 146, trimmed another 25% at 145, shit like that. The more information you journal, the merrier, because it'll give you at least an idea of why you did the trade in general.
What's up? Can I say something?
Is that Motown?
It is. How you doing?
I'm good. I can't see you, so let me pull it up this way. There you go. What's up?
I just want to say something about when you're journaling. I found a good thing to say is like why you took the trade. Just an explanation of why you took the trade. I don't know if you said that when you were saying it, but you were breaking up on my phone. But
I did not say that, but I definitely agree wholeheartedly. Like that's the main reason of what you're journaling is what your sentiment was. Like I took this trade because it rejected my 149 for the second time. Like whatever you saw on why your direction was short or long needs to be addressed so you can learn to see if that specific trade works for you. A double top, I took a short. Okay. Next time you see a double top, you'll be able to say, oh, did it work last time? It did. I'm going to take it again.
And it also helps with just like not taking a trade without having a good reason. Like you got to have a reason for taking the trade. So you have to write something down in that spot type of thing.
Yeah. The hold yourself accountable approach for sure.
Yes.
It's embarrassing if you're taking a trade and you're like, but why am I taking this? So you're never going to take that trade. You're like, fuck, dude, let me figure out why I'm taking this. Am I forcing this trade or what?
Yep. That used to help me out.
I agree. I love that. I appreciate you for saying that. That's an absolute fact. It helps you hold yourself accountable to the fullest, especially when you're new. So yeah, Gator Bear, I hope that answered your question. I don't touch collateral ever. I don't, like, if I want to add to a position, I just go up here and I just add, and then it gives me the leeway to know what I want to play with. Like, I don't want to just add to the same collateral. I would rather actually change up a few things, whether I'm giving myself a little bit more room, whatever it is I'm doing, I have a reason for it. So I just come up here and I change it both ways. See, Dre and I both have the same question. Yep. I appreciate you guys asking so many more questions this time around too. I love it. Without connecting to your wallet, are you able to show us how you actually take profit on your way up or down? I've only used the close position option as I don't want to make a mistake. So again, DJ, I hope you saw that same answer. I love it. You guys all had a lot of the same questions. I sold out my long at 151, only to wake up later seeing 153. Gator Bear, tell me your plan. Was that your plan? Like, did you have a plan? I'm going to sell at 151. Did you consider holding any leftovers? Did you execute your plan to a T? Did you go, no, it's because I was getting tired? Because if you had a plan to sell at 151 and it hit, and that's why you sold, kudos to you. You stuck to it. But if it was because you were getting tired and you just wanted to take some of the profits off, that means you might not have had a plan to start. And that means that you could have maybe trimmed, even if it was like 75% of your position, and then just put a take profit at a little bit of a higher zone to perhaps capitalize on that, all while putting a stop loss at an area where you would be breaking even. So like if you get in at 150 and you sold right here and you put a take profit all the way up here and a stop loss right here, while it's around this area, you might have hit that before you hit that, right? So yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Ghost. Pikes the. Is that like you calling me a paisa? Because I'm definitely not Hispanic. No, I'm playing. What's up, Pa? Hello to you, you handsome young man, you. I know, understand. I lost 1,000, so I swear to you, if you have 1,000 SOL and you lost it on this particular perps, I can give you my Solana address. You can just pay me the 1,000 SOL so you don't pay whoever collects this money with this big ass company in Jupiter SOL. What's up, Blue Blue? I know who you are, by the way, you little fucker. Thanks, team, for sharing. You're welcome, Pa. Whenever Ghost says because like that, I think of Monsters, Inc. You know what? We talk about that show all the time. You know I'm a dad. I love that show. As long as you don't call me Scully. No, I think I want to be Scully. Is Scully the big bad one? Or is the little ball guy Scully?
I think it's the big bad one, isn't it?
Well, who's Sullivan then?
Sully is the
That's the big
blue
one.
and purple
That's the
fairy
bigger
monster.
guy.
Mike
Yeah.
Wazowski, the little green guy.
Yeah,
There
I want to
you
be
go.
Sullivan. There it
The
is.
Billy
I want to
Crystal.
be Sullivan. Thank you. I knew you'd know.
Yeah, he knows every movie.
Every fucking movie, man.
Sorry, I was legit just watching Orange Raffle. I think it's over and a winner was picked.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Good evening, Lotto fam, bam. Love you guys. Hello, Ash. What's up? Speaking of guy Arn, what's up, Arn?
Hello and hola.
Hola. H is silent, bub. Didn't know how to trim. Plan on taking profit at 151, but didn't know how to leave a bag. Okay, cool. So at least you know how to do it now. So that's dope. That's dope. Scully is the big guy. Yeah. Sullivan. Awesome, dude.
Yeah, so if you want to leave a bag, Gator Bear, you can legit just type in a number. Do the quick 10% math if you want to leave 10% in, whatever.
Just be careful
leave a
with the
little
math,
bit
guys, because if you look at it, like 100% of my position was not $389, right? So they're counting my leverage with it as well. So if you look up here, you'll see the size. It's worth $14.
You're
right?
not sharing the screen portion, FYI.
Yeah, I was just forgetting about that part.
No worries.
So be careful, because if you type in, like, let's say I want to keep $10, so you put 380 in here. Sure, that would make sense. But make sure you're going off of this math. Like, put in 100% first, and then you can kind of dictate how much that would be. The collateral is $14.56. But remember, I'm on leverage, right? 26.75. So essentially, I'm rocking with 2.6 SOL. So that 25% of 2.6 SOL, 50% as 1.3 SOL, right? So make sure you do the math properly. I've done this before where I've low key like put in, I want to just keep $10, and you put 380 in here and you kept $1, dude. If that, like a quarter.
Yeah, like type 380 right now. It should show you the projected amount without you having to confirm
I can
anything.
tell you just off of straight math, if I were to get rid of 380, that leaves me with $9.56 on a 26 leverage. That's literally 30 cents probably.
Correct. But
So
I
you
meant
don't
for people who may not know. Yeah.
cents, right?
See? There you go.
Yeah, you don't want to leave yourself with 36 cents or 30 cents or some dumb shit. So be careful. Is all I want you guys to know. You're better off closing like 75% and keeping a quarter than to type in like, oh, I want to keep $10, and you just put like 380 in here, because you're not keeping $10. You're keeping divided by 26.75. You're keeping like 30 cents type shit, right? So what I like to do, trim every level. I just be trimming 25%, blah, 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 blah. Because you'll be surprised as this goes down and my profits go up, the 25% that I'm hitting, it's 25% of whatever's left. It's not 25% like I can do this 4 times and my position's gone. 25% of 2.6 SOL worth. 25% of 2.6. So I'll give you an example. 25% is $97. I confirm. Now we know 25% was $97. Now watch this. Still loading. Now 25% is only $73. So it's not just like 4 quarters you're selling 25% of whatever that position is. Cool. And if you want to close out everything, you can just hit the close all and confirm right away. Or you can hit the 100% after you hit close. Switch over to Solana. Hope I did that the first time. And then boom, confirm. Okay, excuse me. I have burps. Sorry, guys. All right. I don't want to have this position open even though I like it because I do have a intent today and I want to make sure I do it right. Okay, close that out. Okay, so I got a little over a Solana in this wallet that I can play with you guys, so that's cool. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Any questions from there? Hey, Ash, well, learning to trim is my newest game changer. Yeah, bro. This is the best part about these courses, bro. There's always something that you don't have down pat yet. You'll never be perfect, right? So ask the questions, guys. I swear to God on my life, there should be no embarrassing feeling about asking a question on what to do. If we don't know, then we'll learn something also. But it's like literally, it's such a new aspect to trading that there's no fucking way you should feel uncomfortable to ask these questions. So please do not feel the least bit embarrassed to do so. We'll take this moment real quick before we analyze the chart on a little bit of a deeper level, since I know P-Dub doesn't have too much time, so I wanted to get her view on everything as well while she was here. But we got 277 in the building. If you guys can do me a favor, that's concurrent viewers currently right now. It looks like there's 189 on my page, another 60 on the Lotto page. We got a few on YouTube, a few on Twitch, and then Egon's got about 20 up here as well. If you guys want to do us a solid, quote or repost, like, reply on X, do all of that for us. Please spread the word. Maybe there's somebody that wants to get those questions answered as well. I don't even care if you quote it and go, these retards think they know what the fuck they're talking about, dude. Just get the word out, man. Let them come and check us out. See if they can learn some things like we all are learning together. And then if you're on the live streams, the few that are on Twitch and YouTube, you guys please hit us with a live reply and let's have some fun. Real quick. I always feel comfortable asking Ghost. Thank you. It's always a safe place. You know that, bro. Come on now. But I'm glad that you feel that way. That means a lot to me, man. I want you guys to feel very comfortable. So let's talk about it real quick, guys. Perps. You can do Ethereum. You can do Bitcoin. You can do Solana. I don't care what you do, but I want you to have the proper risk management. I'm going to actually come on camera for this segment because I do want to say hi to everybody. I've been talking to a couple people within the community, you guys, just about the switch in gears. You know, this is obviously what we called our upgraded spaces, and it is absolutely awesome to have people come up here, grab mics, see some people face to face that have been comfortable enough to show, but also just the vibe is dope, dude, and I absolutely love it. But one thing I do want to talk about is I do notice that there is a big difference. In fact, one thing that I did all the time was give some shout outs to people that I saw. Literally, it'd be like, oh shit, I see you, Richard Jr., aka Dick Jr., aka DJ. Only one with the PFP upside down because his Lotto baller is 69. And it was so fun. Jordan with the yellow tee, what it do? Like, it was so fun. I would see you guys, and it would literally make me excited that you guys were joining. We don't have that anymore. That's the difference. I figured it out. Y'all were like, it's a vibe, it's this, it's that. I couldn't figure it out. Y'all missed the shout outs. You see, look at speak of him. See, it's PFP down. My man DM'd me one day and he was like, hey, bro, just know when I'm throwing the thumbs downs, I'm really throwing thumbs ups. It's just because my PFP is upside down. I started cracking up. Like, first off, I would imagine so. I mean, I know you ain't a hater, but hilarious to do. And yeah, that's the difference, man. Hinch and I were talking about that shit today, man. Speaking of a hinge. My brother. What's
Que
going
pasa?
¿Qué onda, güey?
That's all I know.
No mames, güey.
Muy pequeño.
¿Cómo te llamo? ¿Cómo te llamo?
Nicolás.
Nicolás, sí.
Sí.
No
They're
mames.
dead.
Hola,
¿Dónde-
Nicolás.
¿Dónde
Hola.
está?
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Sí, quiero nachos. ¿Por qué?
I always say
Kidding.
when I get on the calls at work, I literally say buenos nachos. Like every time.
Buenas noches, amigo. ¿Quieres queso? Oh, cheesy. All right, bro. Hey, hello. Did you hang up?
Hola.
All right.
Hola. Hola, my
Hola.
amigo. Hola, my amigo. ¿Cómo te llamo?
Hey, Peter pop back in. Andrew's nut says, Buenos nachos.
Oh man.
I'm getting set up over here. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to get this.
Donde es la biblioteca?
See?
No, quiero saber mucho más. Yeah, I don't know where the library is.
I wish I would have cheated my way through Spanish class in high school, but I did.
How'd you do that?
Senora Ka, if you're listening, no, I didn't. Yeah.
My Spanish teacher turned on Shrek with English subtitles, and it was in English. I was wondering how we were supposed to learn Spanish. I was
She
very
forgot.
confused.
She must have ate a couple too many gummies that morning. Forgot.
You know, it may have been the case. Who knows? All right, Gator Bear, way to go. German is, first year difficult, and like years 2, 3, 4. I don't know how many you took, but starts off easy, gets incredibly difficult. I find Spanish to be the other way around. I can pick it up very easily, but the grammar part, I can't have my brain go anything other than subject, verb, object.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you that part of the English language, and I've been speaking it my entire life. But I think it's because English and Spanish are like, in Spanish, I feel like words that come second in English come first, but when you look at it, it's actually easier to understand how it works. Where if you don't know English and you are speaking it, or you're learning it, it's completely messed up. Like, there's so many of the same words that mean different meanings, how it's laid out. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Oh, yeah. Ours is one of the most difficult from what I've been told from non-native speakers. And starting off with Latin and going out from there and studying all the Romance languages, I'm like, so how does English work? Thank God I spoke it growing up.
Or if you speak Mandarin, there's like so many different dialects, but also it's about pitch too. Like, where you have inflections within the words also mean different things. So it's like, there's no way. There's no way. And then the older you get, the more that shit doesn't come easy. So,
which is crazy because Asia is such a large continent. The amount of languages there is mind blowing.
It's like India, man. There's like 30 different
part of Asia. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah. Good point. But like, yeah, man. Here I am complaining that I still, I was a C student in English.
I think Gator Bear just summed it up properly. English is 3 different languages masquerading in a trench coat.
100%, dude.
Well said, my friend.
And people that learn it, then you have like the Southern English, then you have like, slang, you have Northern, the way Northerners talk, the East Coast. Like, it would be really confusing if you have zero understanding and just try to learn it.
Yep. I had thought about that like as a gag kind of thing once. I was like, hey, what if we did subtitles for movies, but they were all English, but different dialects? You got your Southern. Yeah, you got same concept.
Dude,
You know,
it's even like
British
Irish.
accents.
You have like
Irish, yes.
Welsh, where they talk like I can't understand a word they're saying, but it sounds awesome. But like I have no idea. Like Paddy the Batty in the UFC. Listen to him talk. Like you can understand sort of what he's saying, but not really.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Any of you UFC people out there, half of you probably have no idea what I just said.
At least he's not up there speaking Gaelic. Excuse me.
And that's
Pogue my heart.
yeah.
All right, Parody. I wasn't sure if you were ready. All you gotta do is give me a thumbs up. I can see you. Damn. Thank God I didn't pull you up during that. Oh my God. Those were slurs out the microphone. I'll wait till you're done. Just give me a thumbs up. Just give me a thumbs up in front of your face. That's all I could see. There you go. All right. Here you come. Welcome, Peter.
I am so sorry. I didn't know you could hear me.
No, I can't hear you, but I could read those lips. I mean, those were very pronounced words that you did. I was like, I know exactly what she's saying.
Were you listening to us say like
Patty did. Yeah, I've been
Buenos
backstage
nachos?
for like 5 minutes. Thank you,
Mhm.
Egon, for letting me up. Oh my
You got
God.
it. Well, I didn't know if you were eating cereal or what. Like, I didn't want to, I didn't want to just be like, oh, by the way, you're up.
That was hilarious. Yeah, so
All good.
I leave for 5 minutes and you pendejos start speaking Spanish.
It's
Okay.
funny. You popped up. I wanted to say something, but it was only the icon, so I didn't know if you were really there. It was
Right.
literally within the first 3 seconds, a Spanish word was uttered. You popped right on. That was awesome. And Dree came at it with the Buenos Nachos right away. Immediately. You guys both did it simultaneously.
I know, and that was so embarrassing. I'm so sorry, Egon. I'm like backstage, like cussing out, like, let me the
She's
fuck
like, get
up.
me up there. And I was like,
Little
oh, I can see you.
pendejos.
I love it. What'd you say?
I don't know, just throwing out random swear words. I think I don't know, maybe not.
Oh, that
I
was
did
you.
say pendejos, but
Yes.
thank
Pendejas.
you. I'm sorry, Egon.
Pendejas.
Don't apologize. You were good. You needed to come up here. I just didn't know if you were ready. Like so many people being like, "Oh man, I know you're gonna bring me up right away." Whoa! Parody just left and Ghost's camera just turned on. Is this? Oh, okay. They're both there. All
Yep.
right. Some kind of like Clark Kent, Superman.
One and the same.
No, we're it's AI.
Oh shit. She's a bot.
Yes.
Actual
We're
intelligence.
AI.
And I know who Patty the Batty is. He's fucking hilarious.
Oh, you heard that? Yeah.
Yeah, I was
he's
like yelling in the background. Like, yeah, I fucking
you,
know who that is.
instead of him swearing, he'll just call you a stupid sausage. That's what
He'll be like, yeah, you're like a dumb potato or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah. The way he curses people out is like I literally want to write it down because it's so fucking funny.
He's like, I'd rather be fat, be happy, than
As he's mowing down like 3 Big Macs after a fight.
Did you see how much weight Peter, it's right here. Did you see how much weight he gained already, like post fight? Like it's been 2 weeks?
Dude, he said he would put on 60 pounds within a week and a half after a fight.
No.
I swear to God, look it up. 65 pounds in a week and a half, 10 days. I don't even know how you legit do that. I couldn't do it if I tried.
6-0?
Yeah, Martin Scorsese sent Robert De Niro to Italy to put on close to 200 and some odd pounds for his role in Raging Bull. And then what he did is, since it's a boxing movie, he actually filmed it in reverse. He started filming it while he was fat, and all the fight scenes and stuff was him actually getting shredded. Like,
Nice.
so it really came across at the end result in the movie. It was phenomenal.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah.
I love that you know all that. Like those are really
I
fun
actually knew
facts.
that, but I forgot about that. It's actually so smart, but it seems so logical to do it. But I guess I wouldn't have thought to do that.
Yep.
Do it in reverse because that kind of throws off a lot of different shit.
Exactly.
But it's a lot smarter than putting his body. It's a lot easier to gain weight than get shredded.
Exactly right. He had no choice. Like, well, Bobby, you can't be fat in this scene. But I don't want to. Meanwhile, he sent him overseas. He's like, just eat as much as you can.
That's so cute. I
Lots
feel
of talk.
so bad for yelling at you, Egon. Seriously, I'm sorry.
You didn't. I didn't hear a thing. I thought you were miming. Yeah, you're seriously 100% good.
Thanks.
Don't sweat it at all. I apologize. My God, you're good.
No.
Oh,
No.
man, ghost made like his namesake. Disappeared.
I
Did
think
miss-
Ghost
I
is just a nervous pooper, so he's probably pooping.
Ew.
I love that was the logic, but okay.
That is so. That's such a guy thing. Gross.
But girls don't poop.
No. No. No.
Interesting.
We do not. I was about to say, I remember that when Ghost and I started the streams, I was like so shy and nervous. And like now I don't give a fuck. And I'm like eating on camera.
Now Parody's just like eating gummies. Her kids are flying all over the place. She's like, my hair's all messed up. She's like, give a fuck.
I have like a huge tangle right here and I can't get it out. So I'm just like wearing my hat, you know?
Well, you may get something else later on, P-Dot.
What? Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
intercept the package from Parody. Intercepts it, please.
She's
Message
shy.
received. Alpha team is
Oh, hey,
on
what's
the
up,
way.
guys?
Bravo
Am I
will
on mute?
confirm.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that was awkward. Here, he's back.
Intercept the package for me, please.
This is Bravo team. That's a Roger.
I'll just make my own. Thanks.
Just out of
Thank you.
curiosity, did you send that USPS or UPS or FedEx?
Yeah, which one are we on here? I wanted to say something. I don't know why I came over here. Oh, yes. So I know that there was a talk of the vibe was different, right? From spaces and here. And I was like, dude, what is it? What's the difference? And I realized what it is. You guys missed the shout outs, bro. You guys used to clown me for the shout outs because they would take like 30 minutes to get through the fucking line of people. But y'all missed that shit.
Wait, you haven't been doing them?
You
No,
can't.
you know why?
Because everybody bitched.
No, I can't see people. I can only see the people that comment.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, like I think people are like, oh, I don't want to say something that's stupid, and then they don't comment or something. Instead of just being like, yo, what it do? So I can see that you're here and I could give you the shout out still. Otherwise, we do have a plan right now, you guys. Throwback Thursday's coming. And we're gonna run a fucking spaces, just the audio version, bro.
Like
So
on
that
X?
on X, bro. I
Like,
just want to see the people show up so we can just fucking run a 45-minute shout out, dude. Is that Paw in the building? Hello, Paw.
Hi, cutie. Welcome up.
What's happening, my fam? How you
How,
doing?
how you doing, Paw?
how's vacation?
Oh man, it's been good, bad, busy, just life, right?
The trials and tribulations we call them, right?
Right? I got Lowe's to mum falling Friday night, getting out of here in an ambulance, and then Sunday I hit $2,800 on a freaking dollar machine down in Foxwoods. I had my 38 or 39 years of marriage. We're celebrating this weekend. So,
Congratulations. Congratulations.
thanks. So, yeah, anyways. How's my Lotto fam doing? Pretty good?
Man, bro, you started the trip off horrifying and you came into it ending with a bang, bro. You took $1, turned it into 2,800. Hi, Meredith. Then you
Hi,
took
Megan.
the 2,800 and
Oh
turned.
my God, she's so
Oh my
cute.
God. I go to
Look
the
at
kitchen
her.
in a second.
Hi. Hi.
Oh,
Um,
What?
Teddy, go lay down.
No.
How are you, little one? What's happening? You
Yeah.
love it? Did she say I love it? You
What
love
did you
coming
say?
up here?
Jeffrey? Yeah, Jeffrey's brother.
Do you know my
Who's
name,
that?
Meredith? Who am
Who's
I?
that?
Who am I? What's my name? What's my name?
If she says daddy, I'm gonna die.
What's my name?
What's his name?
What's my name?
That's
That's mommy.
mean. Who's that?
Who am I?
Who's that? Baby? A baby. You're a baby.
Yeah, I'm a baby.
Who's that? You don't know that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Oh
Is
my
that
goodness.
Santa? Is that Santa Claus?
Is that Santa Claus? Boys,
Yeah.
do you want to see Santa Claus? Oh my god, that's so cute.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
She's like loving the spotlight, you
Dude,
know?
she's so sincere.
Like I walked away, she was like sitting over here and she like sees the camera, she's like,
She came up like, "What's happening?"
yeah.
Hi. I love
Way
the
too
wave of
cute.
kids where they're just like, just
Oh yeah.
wiggle it out.
And I do clean their faces, but
You know, it's so tiny. I don't think I can even see barely nothing but a smile.
oh, it's there. It's like all over her face. I do take care of them, guys. Please don't call
She's a
CPS.
child. It's gonna
Yes.
happen 100 times a day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's
I
your
think
name?
if they ain't messy or it ain't messy, they're not eating good and they ain't having fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Straight up.
Yeah. Say thank you, guys. Thanks,
You're
guys.
Oh, good
welcome.
job.
Can you
Look
say
at that.
like and subscribe? Like and subscribe.
It's too cute. I'm done. I am
Good job.
done. Yeah,
The
man.
hit of the
So
party.
Mm-hmm.
39 years of marriage is epic, bro.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. It's almost as epic as how cute she is. Oh my God.
Congrats on that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you know, my wife has to put up with me, which isn't easy. She's a real good doobie, you know.
She's a good doobie.
She is. She
I
is.
love it, dude. Congrats, bro. I mean, hey, it sounds like it was a great trip, dude. You got a chance to celebrate a milestone. You came up on some you hit the lotto, it sounds like. I mean, golly.
Yeah, yeah. We don't usually go down there because we don't have the extra cash. But our son took us down there on Saturday, which was our actual anniversary, and we left there with a couple $100 each in our pocket. So on Sunday we were like, "What the hell are we doing sitting around the house doing nothing for? Let's go back down there and donate to the Indians." And my wife got on a machine. She was on it for like 6 hours and just kept win lose, win lose, win lose. So she sat on that thing. I roamed all over the place, and I was headed to a table, and I saw that dollar machine. I was like, oh my god, I gotta hit that thing, and boom.
Yeah, that's a come up, dude. I love it, dude.
Oh, it was sweet. So I'm taking that. I paid $800 into taxes, and I took that 2 grand. I'm putting it away so I can put a down payment on my roof and get that done. So
Let's
That
that
go,
was
sounds so
dude.
that was
amazing.
sweet.
Good for
Let's go.
you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
let's
Yeah,
go.
that was. Oh, I was stoked.
Oh
You
yeah.
Dude,
know.
it's epic, is what it is, dude.
That's pretty cool.
That's like
Epic.
hitting. That's like
Um,
hitting just a lotto.
I mean,
Just as friggin' good.
I'm just saying, dude.
You
It's just
know.
a lotto, just like that, bro. You
That's
know?
it.
Um, Shout out to Carly. I see you. I heard you guys talking about the shipping that I'm gonna hijack. So nice to see you in the building. I see Jay Ship is in the building. What it do, Jay Ship? I see Dante's in the building. How you doing, man? We appreciate you, bro, so much, man. Hopefully you win that competition that you had. Genuinely hope you hit that, man. A little art competition. If you don't know what I'm referencing, man, I reposted it at some point. So show them some love. And yes, I agree, Ash. Parity's a great mom, for real.
Thank you guys. You guys are so
She-
kind. I
It's
appreciate it.
true, bro. Every time you coming up here, you got 3 kiddos running around, you juggling them, you making sure they're high priority, you're trading, you're doing it
Thank
all, bro.
you.
It's
Thank
epic, dude.
you.
It ain't easy.
No,
Oh
it's not.
yes, yeah. Saturday when you had your daughters up, Ghost, that was the balls. I
Yeah,
enjoyed that
thanks.
too. They did such a great job. That was so fun.
I agree, man. I had a good time with him, bro. My youngest was just she was killing me, bro. I was dying.
She
I
has
was
a like
dying.
such a on stage personality. It's super fucking cute. They're all
Thank you.
really beautiful, but she's just like
Dude,
she's just
bro,
like you. She's a mini you.
Hundred percent.
she really believes, like she had the epiphany that day where I'm like, I was put here to make people laugh, bro. And I was just dying, bro. I was like, that's why you're born. She's like, I was born for this. I'm trying to tell you, I was born. I came here for this. And I was like, oh my God. She's like, how many people were watching? A lot, huh? I was like, yeah. She's like, I'm a
Oh my
superstar.
god.
It's like, yeah, you're born a superstar, dude. When you were in mom's belly, you were a superstar. She's like, yeah. She
I
was
love the
serious though.
ghosty thing and the like, don't show my name. Call me ghosty.
Yo, dude, she told me that too. I was like, what? Like, she literally was like, don't say my name. She has a gold chain that has her name on it.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I can maybe flip it. And I was like, what? How does she even like think this? So then I'm like, here, I got one for you. I had bought her one that was just like mine, a Cuban. So I put the Cuban on her and she's like, she forgot she even had it. She put it on like, she felt so swagged out, bro. She was she a character, bro. She is a
That's
character.
awesome.
Yeah, it was fun though, bro. It was fun to have them up here. You know, they hear it all the time. They keep begging me to come on and say hi, and I'm like,
Let them on. Let them build
yeah,
character.
why
Let them
not?
build themselves self-respect and self-esteem, and just have fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, there's a lot of funny guys out there, little weirdos out there in the world, you know, and so you try and kind of preserve their innocence and kind of keep them sheltered. But I always said if they want it undeniably, then they can have it. But I'll never like put them in the limelight if that's not what they want to do. And she was so excited when I told her she can come up. She's like, Mom said it's okay. I'm like, yeah, Mom said it's cool. I'm saying it's cool. We're good to go. She's like, I'm gonna be your assistant. I'm like, yes. You know, that sounds good. You know, so she told her sisters when they got home, I was working for Dad. I work with him now, and they want me on next year to host. I was like, next year? She's like, that's what they said. They said, come on next year. So I'm gonna be there. It said next stream.
Next year.
She thought it said next year.
Oh, how many kids do you think she told in school the next day?
You know what's crazy, bro? I don't know if you guys noticed, but she was starting to sneeze. So I think it was someone made a knock knock joke. I think it was like maybe not the mama, could have been Sherry. Somebody made a joke about sneezing. Might even been Dre. I don't remember who it was, but someone made a joke. And she's like, "Oh, I get it." And then she like sneezed. And ever since that moment, bro, she got so sick that night. Like
Oh,
fever through the roof, was like she didn't go to school today. So she
oh,
stayed home.
poor
Yeah, bro,
thing.
she stayed home. Saturday night, she went to sleep with a fever. Sunday, bro, she slept till about 10 a.m., was up for like 10 minutes, went back to bed, woke up at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then went back to bed around like 11 o'clock last night. And she was just holding my hand and cuddling my bed the whole time, bro. She was so overheated, bro. She just got out the house for the first time today. And since that night, bro, it was crazy, bro. It hit her like a ton of bricks, bro. She couldn't breathe. She got all stuffy. She had like congestion and a fever, and just was like out for the count. She's the one kid I have that won't take medicine. Since day
You know
one,
what? That's
she's never
okay.
taken medicine.
You know what? Give her a big hug and a kiss and say, "Hey, that's from the Lotto fam bam. We all love her."
I will. I will do that for you.
Cool.
I'm a sucker when they're sick. I love it. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
you
me
gotta stay
too.
home. You gotta stay home. And they're like, oh, okay. And their little fucking cute voices. I
If
can't
you
take it.
say so.
Yeah, if you say
Yeah,
so.
you're right.
It's the best.
100%.
Enjoy your night, Gator. I'm gonna get back into the I think it might have been Hinch. I think you might have been right too. She
Didn't
definitely
he make
loved
the chicken joke?
The chicken joke was because it might have.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. It was. She loved that one.
Right.
She
That was
loved
great.
that one. He had a couple like that.
Then it was the hang on a second.
Boo Hoo was one she loved, I think, by Dree. She loved the Boo Hoo. It was just a joke.
Oh yeah, it was knock knock. Who's there? Boo boo hoo. It's just a joke. You don't have to cry about it.
Yeah, it was you. It was you. Okay, see, I knew I scrambled those. Yes, that was her favorite one of the night.
Guess I'm her favorite. No big deal, guys. One's your favorite co-host, but one's Ghosty's favorite. So I mean, I'll take that one.
You're fired, regardless.
Oldie
I
but a
think
goodie.
That's only up to Ghosty. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's a safe. I think
I'm
that's a safe bet.
I'm getting on a call with Ghosty tonight. You're done.
No.
She'll talk your ear off if you let her, bro. She got
That's
that from
so
her dad.
fucking cute.
She got
That's
that from her dad, bro. She will sit there and just talk, and it's so funny because all of my kids be yapping, obviously, right? You finally get in the house, and like la 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 la, you know. She be coming with some substance, bro. She be coming with some straight substance. She's like one of those thinkers. I don't know how sometimes she puts two and two together though, bro. I don't know if she's so observant and like hears shit and just remembers it or what, but like it's insane that she knew to like want to flip her chain so no one knew her name and like just like I don't even know why she would have said that. Like it's eerie, bro. Like I don't get it, bro.
She's wise beyond her years, man.
Do you
She
see that?
is.
Did you read that? Are you
Yeah, that's
reading
why I
that?
put it up, dude. So
What?
let me get this straight, Ash. You would rather be the best host of the game than besties with Ghosty? Hmm, interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of an indirect knock on Ghost's daughter. So you're gonna
I mean,
we're beefing
I
now.
she
No,
must not have heard. You know,
I I think what she's trying to say is that I'm the favorites of favorites. Irreplaceable.
she has
Right?
some explaining to
Ash?
do, is what she asked. That's
You're
what she
you're on
asked.
you're on mute, Parody. Nobody can hear you. You're on mute. So,
That's
anyways,
not
keep going, Ghost.
true.
That's not true. She looked though. She looked.
She looked to see if she was.
She
I get.
looked and muted and unmuted. Could you catch it?
Yes, because I'm polite like that. You're fired again. Just stop it.
Oh boy.
Ghosty likes me best. Yeah, Ghosty does like, dude.
I
My
thought you were
daughter
talking about
definitely
me,
likes.
Ash. Wow, I'm hurt.
You can be your
Well,
favorite
I'm hurt.
girl. I'm just the joke master, okay?
Hey, she
That
definitely
wasn't
picked two of your jokes, bro.
that wasn't even an original. I saw a
You,
reel
you
on it.
you think people are coming up with these jokes off the top of their head, like on their
The
own? These are
little
all
kid,
old
I
jokes.
think the
Hey,
kid
bro.
made it up. Yes,
I
yes.
came up with one all by myself.
Yeah, how do you think it goes
Dude, you're
over
a
their
dad,
heads?
Ghost, so they come naturally to dads. That's why they're
No, but like I was so surprised on how fire it was, and like no one liked it.
well. What?
Like, like I literally was like, oh my god, bro, like that was like wow, and no one liked it, bro. So
Dude,
it was oh yeah, it was like, hey, bruh. And it's like, what's up, bruh? I'm like, what's your favorite letter, bruh? Z, bruh. Bruh, I didn't ask you for your favorite animal, bruh. I said your favorite letter, bruh. I know, bruh. A Z, bruh. I thought that was fucking gold
You
on
made that up?
gold. I made that up just like I said it. They keep calling me bruh. What's up, bruh? And I'm like, who's your bruh, dude? You know?
Yeah.
And
let
so
me
I just
ask.
spun into that and was like, oh, fucking gold, bro. Did anyone
Did
catch that?
Ghosty laugh?
Nobody laughed.
I would have. Was that? I think
Bro,
it's hilarious.
I looked
Because you're
around at the whole
Caucasian
household.
ghost.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Relax.
bro, I looked at the whole fucking audience, my 3 kids and wife, and was like, hello, this is fucking gold. How do you not laugh at that? And they're like, I mean, it was kind of funny. And my oldest like, that was cringe. That's why I
Oh,
didn't
I
laugh. It
was
was
about to say
cringe.
that where they're like, that was cringe as fuck, Dad.
Dude, what the fuck, bro? That's so gold. Come on, man. I know when gold's gold. That was gold. In the
It's all
moment,
right.
like your favorite letter, your favorite. Come on, damn, bro. I don't know, man.
It's all
I don't
right.
know.
If
I don't
Ghosty
know.
doesn't approve, no. No.
No,
I'm
she'll always laugh like last and late because she'll feel bad that no one laughed. She'll be like, I think you're the funniest, Dad. you know, and I'm just like that. It makes it worse, dude. Okay, just it's okay. Wasn't
Pity
that
laugh.
funny, dude? I get it.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, dude.
Right.
Oh man, I thought that was good though, bro. I don't know, man.
It's always so humbling. Kids humble the fuck out of you.
I'm actually gonna use it
Oh
on my
man,
kid, and I'm gonna take credit and say I just made it up.
bro. Like seriously, that's so original and raw and like fucking on point, dude. Gosh, bro. Like that's gonna be a joke one day. You know it came from me. I promise you, bro. There's no way around it, bruh. Okay.
Let's
And
make it a
dude,
reel and just like share it everywhere. And yeah,
did
I
you guys
think
ever
that.
see those two dudes? They're like white and they look alike, kind of, and somebody made me as like the positive. It's positivity, bruh. Did anyone ever see that back in the day? I feel like it might have been Suplex might have been the one that made it. Oh, I know what it was. I did a game. I was doing a giveaway or something. It was like make the best meme of me. And so, I don't remember who did it, but someone did this meme of like this. They had like spiky hair, like a white dude, and he was like, "So, bruh, I just gotta stay so positive, bruh. Be the best version of me." And it was like so the shit I say that it was embarrassing, but
That's
it was really
hilarious.
good. It reminded me of that when I came up with it. I was like, "Oh my god, dude, make this a meme. It's perfect, you know, and just put their faces on it, you know."
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was good times, good times. Hey, you guys, can we get back to perps because I really want to like I want to feast off perps. I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys, but I want to feast. So I
Yes.
wanted to bring something up though. So Thursday, Throwback Thursday, real quick. We're gonna do a spaces instead of a live stream.
Nice. Good
Throwback
call.
Thursday, just for fun,
Excellent.
right?
Yeah.
Like just for fun. Maybe some people grab mics that haven't grabbed a mic, and we could tell them how easy it is to grab a mic. Paw, tell them it's the easiest thing you've ever done, bro. Yeah. And
Oh yeah. Hey, if I can do it, anybody can. Come on, I'm an old dumbass.
I
All
mean,
right,
I
maybe
would
not a
probably,
dumbass, but I'm an old burnout.
yeah, I was gonna say I'd probably beg to differ on the second half of that, but you do have white hair, so maybe you are a little older.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm not 21.
Hey, let me see the top of your hair. Do you have like a full head of hair up top too?
I
How?
don't know. Do I?
Yeah, yeah,
Getting a
it's
little
pretty
thin up
fucking
there.
full, dude.
I got in a fight one time, and it was 2-on-2. The guy took out my buddy first, he broke his nose, and then it was 2-on-1, and I was fighting them, and one of them grabbed the top of my hair and ripped out a full fucking handful. Oops, sorry, I
That
didn't
is
mean to say
so
that.
Shit.
vile.
Wow.
Guys do
Oh,
that.
I never.
I ended up, yeah, I was like bald on the top of my head for like when I was like 19 to like 22, 23.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
yeah. Well, you
That's
know
fucking
what?
ruthless.
My hair grew back, but his nose didn't straighten out.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was
Tell
waiting
you
for. You
that.
should have seen the other guy. I was waiting for that, you know?
Yeah.
The other guy got away, but that guy I wailed on his face a couple times. So,
Couple
and I'm not
times.
I'm not a fighter. I'm not. But he
That
fucking
night
pissed.
you were.
Ooh, he pissed me off when he ripped my hair out. That was a girl thing.
That is so rude. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like girls pull hair, right? But a guy pulling hair is kind of.
But even the girls shouldn't. I mean,
I
slap
agree.
or
I agree with that.
scratch or
Yeah,
punch or whatever. But you know what? Leave the wigs on.
I think
I agree.
I think in a street fight, it's hard if you're losing. I think it's easier said for when we're winning, right? Like I've been on the fortunate side of some street fights, but I'll tell you right now, bro, if I was getting done over, I don't know if there's anything off the table, man. I ain't about to lose. You
Yeah,
know, I'm not a
no.
cheap shot. I won't do any cheap shots, but there ain't no way I'm getting my ass tore up and not doing something to get out of that to save my life. Shit, I got things to
Yeah.
lose.
I mean, this was
So
back in the early '80s. Wait a second. When was it? It was like 1981. Back then, you know what? There was just knives at the most part, baseball bats and hands. Not a lot of guns on the streets back then, and so uh, and not a lot of dirty fighting either. But yeah, worst comes to worst, you do what you got to do to get away. Doesn't freaking matter.
bro, I see videos of kids getting like pile drive, bro. Breaking her neck, twitching and all that shit. Whew, I ain't about to put
Oh, that's
myself in a position
crazy.
like that.
Thank the wrestling world for that stuff.
Yeah, it is crazy out there, bro. That's the one thing about like my daughters, bro. I'm like, damn, bro, I don't even know if I want them to go to a high school, man. These shits is
You know
crazy what
what?
you come across.
They need to take up taekwondo or karate or something like that. That stays with them for the rest of their lives, and they can protect themselves. And they just need to learn. You walk or run away from a fight until you can't, and then you take them out. That's what it comes down to.
I think what it really comes down to is as long as you know 90% of street fights end on the ground anyways. You're not sitting up there throwing hands. It ends up on the ground, specifically
Oh
for
yeah.
women. If you have some basic striking and you also know jujitsu, like it doesn't matter how big the guy is or the girl, you're putting them in an arm bar or a guillotine or something like that. Like you're choking them out or you're snapping bones. It's all leverage.
See, I boxed for a minute. For me, there was like this moment that you just knew it was gonna happen.
Yep.
It's that look in their eye, and you're like, there's no getting out of this.
Yep.
And I'm face to face, I'm striking.
You have to.
My brother's like,
You
do not
have
get
to.
hit first. So I was like, okay. And I was like, how do I know? You'll know. Okay.
You'll know.
And so when that adrenaline starts flowing and you just feel it, I'm like, as fast as I can, bro. I'll stick and move. I'm not letting you take me to the ground.
Are you a southpaw?
I'm actually I'm
Orthodox?
yeah,
Left
what is it?
left hand for,
Ambidextrous.
left hand forward?
Yeah, so I goofy foot when I skateboard,
Yep.
but boxing I could do both. Literally both. So
You always try to run
I
away though.
jab with my right probably 65-70% of the time,
So you
which would
straight
be
up
like
switch.
southpaw, but depending on where I'm at, I flip. I also, no exaggeration, people laugh when I show them.
Mhm.
I can get any part of your body open like that. Any part of your body. So depending on where your elbows are in reference to your shoulder width,
Mhm.
I can get you to drop your elbows with a twitch, with a flinch,
Mhm.
just enough to leave the hook open. I
Mhm.
can get your arms starting to spread open for uppercuts. I can literally dictate what you do. The majority of the time, obviously, street fights are a little bit different because it's fast, but I'm also extremely fast. So I got a long neck. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I got a really long neck. So
Mhm.
I'm 6 feet. My reach is ridiculous. So to hit this is very difficult. It's very difficult. I've noticed this in my fights. My face doesn't really get hit,
Mhm.
but my feet work was my footwork is stupid because I played football.
Yeah.
Plus, I trained in a gym, and my boxer coach was a semi-pro boxer before he had
Mhm.
an accident. So he trained me. My endurance was dumb. I was strong, coordinated. And so yeah, I can do both. In the ring, I'm goofy foot to start southpaw.
Mhm.
I do a lot of my jab work with my right because it's the most coordinated and
Mhm.
I have power behind it. And then just enough to kind of
Mhm.
start opening shit up, I'll switch,
Mhm.
especially depending
That's,
on where I'm at.
Fast is good.
Yeah, I was fast, bro.
dude, a lot of times head movement, just a little bit of head movement too, goes a long way.
I'm telling you, bro, it's insane
100%.
how much when you learn the reaction
Art.
that takes the art. Yeah, you when you learn the reaction to people, it's human nature.
Mhm.
You can't not go like this when you're getting swung on that side. Like you
Right.
can't not
Right.
start dropping your elbow after a couple body hits. You can't not do it. So
And
for me,
Unless
it
you're
was
trying to
always
hit
about
something
setting it
like
up.
this. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's real though. For me, it was about setting it up.
Mhm.
Like street fights, if they were heavy up top, I'll go for the leg.
dude,
I'll
and
get
not
them unstable.
and most people too are just throwing haymakers because they're not trained or they
They're
can't.
not.
They're angry. They're throwing
Yeah.
bombs at you, and those, if
Uh-huh.
you know what you're doing, you can avoid those all day long.
Oh yeah.
I'm
And then
telling
they
you,
No,
tire
or
bro.
out after
drunk or
14
stoned,
seconds,
whatever.
puffing and puffing, and then you just slice and dice.
Man, I swear to God, I'll never forget the night I had a crazy ass fight, bro. I literally knocked out like 6 people, dog. It was like the craziest experience. It felt surreal, felt fake. And granted, we were all drinking,
Mhm.
but I wasn't that tipsy.
Would've
The
made a great
majority of them
video.
were. So their response time was so much slower than mine.
Mm-hmm.
They were jumping one of my friends when I saw him. The first guy, I'm not even gonna lie, he did not see me coming, and I didn't care. There was like 4 people on one guy. So I took him out and took him out, and then all of a sudden it was done. I done already like chased down the third guy, got to him. 2 guys were already gone, and then we were like walking through this alley to like catch a cab at the time, and some car rolled up on us, started talking shit. We started talking shit with different party, different people, different everything, and they jumped out the car, and it was just like, fuck, here we go again.
Oh boy.
And then there's 3 of them, and it was like one at a time, just dominoes, bro. Like I literally in my brain was like, all right, this big dude, I'm going for his legs. This
Mhm.
dude who's scrawny as shit, I'll worry about him last. This dude, I'm about to just chin check after I hit the leg, and it was just that. And all right, let's go. Like you know what I mean?
Gotta
Like, oh
love
shit,
talent.
yeah, bro. But the big guy, dude, I couldn't get him all the way out, bro. He was like, I'm still
Yeah.
standing, Holmes, and I just kept dropping him, bro, and he kept getting back up, and I'm just like, oh, fuck, bro. My hands were broken so bad, my pinky knuckle was pushed back. I couldn't open my pinky all the way. My ring finger was broken. I can't even put a ring on this finger.
Mm.
It's literally so broken. Like, look,
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
like literally won't
Oh
go
my
on it.
god. You look like Larry McCarran.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
know what
pretty
that is?
messed up.
I don't.
He's an ex-Packer player, but his pinky is sideways, and he never got it
Oh,
correct.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's,
It's
like
like-
that. Yeah. Dude, this one was so bad. I can't believe how much better it is now, but like you could see it. I could almost open it all the way now.
Hey, better off with a
Ghost
But
snake
it was like this. It was like this
and
for a
bunch
long
of
time.
wins.
Yeah, yeah.
Because this knuckle is completely pushed back. It's crazy how much it healed. But I had to stop boxing. After that night, I never boxed again. I have boxer fractures. Every time I hit, I break like 4 to 5 bones in my fucking hand. Every time. It doesn't matter what I hit, bro. The bag with gloves on, without.
Oh, really? Even bags?
Yes, bro.
Dang.
Even bags with 16-ounce gloves, I break my hands, bro. I swear to you.
Yeah,
Insane.
it's not good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't fight no more. Fuck that. I
Right?
fought one time since then. I'm good, bro.
Yeah, that's only if it absolutely is necessary at this point. Too old for
Yeah.
that crap.
Yeah.
Too much
Bro,
to
the,
lose.
bro, the last fight I got in, bro. I told you about the godfather of my kids, bro.
Oh yeah.
Bro, that was the last fight I got into, bro. He called me. He borrowed the whip, dude, just to take it out to grab some food at the end of a shift, bro. He called me like there was a problem. One of my business partners took me there. There was 2 people trying to swing on him. I got out the car. We started throwing haymakers. Dude had no eyeball, bro. It was fucking craziest shit I ever seen. And
My God.
I never told you about that?
No.
No
Yeah, no eyeballs?
Bro, I'm about to tell you the craziest story I've ever. It was the last fight I ever got in, bro.
All right, I gotta hear
So I'm at my job. I'm not the owner of the company at this point. I'm literally I think I'm like the GM or something, or the sales floor manager or something, right? And I'm back in the back office with the 2 owners, which happen to be my partners now, but they were the owners of this company. And I'm like just talking to them about business and things like that. My boy asked me to borrow the car. I'm like, I got you. Here's my keys. He went to the Church's Chicken, this little restaurant, like a Popeyes or a KFC. So he dips. I'm in the office. I'm talking. Half hour goes by. I'm not really thinking nothing of it. And then I go to check my phone, and as I grab it, it's vibrating. So I guess I must have missed, like, as soon as I pulled it out of my pocket, it was like it stopped ringing. It was like 8 missed calls, and I was like, oh shit. Like, calling back. He answers, and he's like, "What's up, homie? How you doing?" Hi.
Hi, Paca, little one.
So so I pick up the phone, I call him back. He answers, and I hear him yap, like, "What's up, blah, 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 what's up?" Like, he like going nuts. I'm like, "Yo," he's like, "Come to church to check your cars." I'm like, "Hey, we gotta go, you know?" Mind you, my business partner is like, this Russian dude, right? Like, okay, no problem, let's go. We go to the church's
There's
chicken. Okay, no
problem. We solved
problem.
it right now.
Yeah, I
Together.
swear to you, right? And he kind of moves like Tweedledee, Tweedledum, he like kind of shrugs as he kind of moves. And so I'm like, we gotta go. Like, I'm like, dude, this, like, I know him. My boy would never call me with some shit like this unless there was a problem, bro. Like, he's so monstrous. I've seen him hit people so hard, bro, that like it's not a real thing. Okay. So then what happens? I get this to paint this image for you. My dude drives like a 7 Series Alpina BMW B7 monster big body BMW, right? And it's facing this way in our parking lot structure. So to turn around, bro, instead of going all the way out and then come back around, he starts like Austin Powers turning, bro. And I'm like, there's classical music playing, and he's literally fucking Austin Powers. I'm like, I'm raging, bro. I'm like, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, what I'm driving. I'm going as fast as I can. Okay, I'm like, so he makes a left dog. He starts heading to the Church's Chicken, and then there's like these office buildings that are aligned on the street face,
Mhm.
and it's like an industrial type of area.
Mhm.
And then there's like this Church's Chicken, but before the Church's Chicken, I see my car parked on the side of the street, other side of the street, getting ready to go back to my job basically. So I'm, oh, there he is, there he is. So he pulls into the center lane. I go to open the door, and that's when he sees them. There's 2 Hispanics, you know, blasted, face, neck, tatted, everything, right? And he's like, whoa, 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 no, no, nyet, 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 nyet. And I'm like, dude, what do you mean? Open the door, bro. I open the door. I low key like not twisted my knee, but like I fucking like you go like you think there's
Mhm.
another step, but there's not. I did one of those, like hyperextended it a little bit as I jumped out the car while it was still kind of rolling. I'm now in the middle of the street. I run in front of his car
Mhm.
to go that way, and I see my boy sees me. As soon as he sees me, I saw the relief, like, okay, what's popping, right? Like he
Mhm.
done held off too long. So he starts swinging on the dude. The second dude or whatever number you want to call him that saw me coming, I was like, hey, and he turns. I start like sprinting. I'm in the middle lane, in the middle of the street, and there's 2 lanes, a park lane, and then they're in this like driveway scenario in front of the
Mhm.
office. So I see him, bro, and I'm like, bro, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I threw the hardest haymaker I think I've ever thrown in my life. And obviously he saw me coming from the middle of the street.
Mhm.
So yes, I missed
Mhm.
hard, like almost threw my body out. Okay.
Mhm.
But for whatever reason, this dude thought he could spear me. So imagine I'm running and I swing like woof, I miss. He like ducks and like tries to like spear me. Bro, his face is by my knee, dog.
Yeah.
I grabbed the back of his head instinctually and
Yep.
just was like, wham! Like,
Yeah.
I mean, so hard. I heard crunch on crunch.
Mhm.
He goes to like pick his head up as he hit the ground, and his glasses are like, you know, like off halfway dropped. His left eye was not there. It wasn't bleeding. It was just not there. It was a socket.
It wasn't there.
It wasn't from the knee. It was just already gone. There was no blood, nothing. It was just like a sideways vag, bro.
What?
Oh shit!
I swear to God, bro. That I'm trying to tell you, bro. The most eeriest thing I think I've ever been through in my life, bro, is
Right?
did I do it? No, there's no blood. Like, what am I fighting? I felt very like interdimensional. I'm not on Earth. Like, this is an
Right.
alien. Like, it just didn't fucking feel good. I was very uncomfortable, bro. To the point where I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't
Right?
even swing. I couldn't even swing. I literally knee dropped him. I let him get up. I seen it. And I was like, oh, what the fuck
Were
is
you
that, dog? You know?
scared?
I wasn't
Right?
scared. I was so confused.
It
Well,
was
dude,
fucked
it
up.
probably happened through like fucking fighting and shit.
Bro, my dude, have you ever seen an eyeball up close, like the socket of one?
Yeah.
It looked like a sideways badge, bro. It was still kind of open. It was dark in there. I
Oh
was
my
like,
Well,
god.
what the
shouldn't it have been
fuck
like
is that?
dried out and
Yes, bro. I'm trying to tell you,
half
like,
closed?
you would think he would have like a ball in there. No, bro. It was like literally
No.
just like a little open where you can see enough darkness back there, but like you
Yeah.
can tell it was gone. I'm telling you, it was a sideways V, bro. Like, I was just like, whoa, 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 what the fuck, right? I didn't know if I did it. I don't know what happened. His glasses were all crooked, and I'm just looking at him, and I let him get up. And I'm like, what's up, right? And then I feel like this, uh, uh, that's all I hear, just, and I'm like, okay, he's handling him. He's good, right? So now it's just me and him one-on-one. He stands up, bro. I swear to you on God, bro. I'm going like I'm gonna go in. I'm going like I'm gonna go in. I make him drop his left shoulder. I fucking hook the dog shit out of him, right? and I mean the dog shit out of him. This time his glasses completely fling the fuck off. He takes a half knee, whatever, and I go to rush him this time. As soon as I go to rush him, bro, he pulls a knife out, like one of those like
God.
switchblade things, and he's
What
like,
the hell?
"What's up, Holmes? What's up, Holmes? What's up, Holmes?" And he's like trying to stick me, dog, and I'm like, "Oh, you got a knife." At this point, I'm like, "Oh, okay. I already know I'm way faster than this dude. He's missing an eye, dog. He ain't gonna be able to see me a little bit when I come to this side. I'm gonna just make him, you know, push the shit this way, swivel, and just clip his shit, right?
That's
Worst
it.
comes to worst, I'm taking one of the fingers. I'm not letting my body get pierced. Like I got this, right? I'm not even scared at this point. I'm just now like, I'm gonna make you pay for this, right?
Mhm.
At this point, I literally get like the tug of a lifetime from the back of my shirt. You guys, I'm wearing a tie, a dress shirt. Okay. I was wearing a red baseball hat, red tie. I had my red Creative Rex on. Like I was dressed up for work, bro. But I still have my Jordans and match my hats and ties, right? But I'm in a tie, bro. All white dress shirt with a red tie, bro. So when I got yanked, bro, I'm telling you, I got yanked, bro, like hard, to the point where I thought I was getting, I'm done. Like
Mhm.
he must have got my dude. I'm
Mhm.
done, right? So as I get pulled like enough to like, you know, make that weird ass noise, it's my boy. He's like, let's go, cuz, let's go, right? So I'm like, oh, I do this little bunny hop move. I run
Mhm.
to the car. I go to get in the driver's side. It's open, but the passenger door is locked. So he can't get in the door. I'm like, oh shit, right? So I start the car. I put it in drive. He starts running towards the front of the car, my boy, because the dude's running at him with a knife. I literally put the shit in drive. I had an IS at the time. I like e-braked it, like, and like somehow positioned myself in between him and the guy. Unlock the door. He comes, jumps in the car. He sits on a church's chicken. His lemonade gets fucking squished out, flying everywhere. He's like, go, go, cut, go, go, go. You know, I'm like, okay, okay. The dude kicks my car as I'm driving off, right?
Oh, I'd be
I'm like,
pissed.
what the fuck just happened? He was like, oh, God, you look good. You look good, like that. And he's like, winded, bro. I'm like, dog, what happened, bro? He's like, let me tell you, bro. I'm sitting there, I'm twisting a blunt, I'm waiting for the food to be ready. And this big ass like Suburban rolls up and the dude starts like throwing gang signs at me, right? So I said, nigga, that's cool, right? Dude did it again as he circled the parking lot. I was like, nigga, you know what city we in? Like, nigga, that's cool, right?
Mhm.
Mind you, like my boy lives like rolling 60s, like, you
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like he's from the streets, bro. This is not the place you gang bang, okay? This is
Right.
not the place where we were. And so he was just so like
Whatever.
anyways, right? Yeah. Some chick got out the car though. And the way the chick got out the car, she started like skip to Malooing towards him. And he was like, hey dog, I promise you, like, get your girl.
Mhm.
I'm not playing with, like, she's big, bro. I'll hit her. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, no, no, no. And so she like circled back, whatever, went back to the car. He goes inside, he gets the food, he gets in the car. As he's leaving the parking lot, bro, they walk by the car and they boom, dude kicks the car. So he's like, what am I supposed to do, bro?
That's
I'm
not
calling
cool.
you. I'm not about to show back up like, thanks for letting me borrow the whip, bro. Here's a big dent the size of a basketball in your shit, right?
Mhm.
So he's like, I'm calling you, and dude grabbed a knife. And he's like, look at you, you're scared. You're so scary, fool. And my boy's like, bro, there's two
Go.
of you, there's one
Slow
of
it
me,
down.
and you got a knife, bro.
Mhm.
And so the dude eventually throws the knife in like
Go.
the
Lay
bushes
down.
and is like, I threw the knife out. You're still so scary, homie. Look at you, right? And this is like driving him nuts, bro. He's like he knows already I'll eat these dudes, both of them.
Mhm.
But like they got a knife.
Mhm.
What do I do? So he's like, come on, come on. He's trying to like drive back to the office to like lure him, like, come on, come on, So that's why they got to that little
Mhm.
section of where they were on the side street, right? So it gets crazy, bro. So we dip, mind you, bro. The dude my boy was hitting was out cold, like bad, 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 bad shape, bro. The dude, my dude, not so much. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really mollywop him like I wanted to, but like he knew what time it was, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So I get home. You could imagine I'm fired up,
For sure.
right? Like
Yep.
what I'm at, like how I am now, times 100.
Yeah.
So I pull up to the crib and I'm like, ooh. So it was fun, okay. I missed that shit. Like, what's up, baby? Oh my god. So I get in the house, bro, and I'm like, baby, you don't even know. We was sleeping, motherfucker. Let's go, you know. And she's like, what happened? I'm like, oh, dude, fuck, man, we slapped these motherfuckers. Like, it's crazy, bro. This dude had no eye. And I'm like telling her, and she's like, wait, you just fought someone? And I'm like, yeah, bro. We slapped them. Like, what's up? Like, me and my boy P, like, what's up? You know, we so amped, bro. My wife's like,
Go.
I'm pregnant with your daughter, and you have another daughter in the room sleeping, and you're bragging, and but what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was just like,
She don't get it.
yeah. She's like, and P, what the fuck, bro? You couldn't have. What if he went to jail?
Or got stabbed?
What if he got stabbed?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you guys doing? And I was just, we felt so crunchy, bro. We were both like, she got a point. Yeah, she got a point. Fuck.
But we still
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Okay. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. When my wife is in that mode, bro, you right. That's on me. The next day. You know, every time I drive by now, I'm like, right? Like the next day, she calls me around like 2:00. Come home right now. She hung up. Oh shit. Maybe my daughter needs, maybe her stomach. Okay. I get in the car, bro. I speed home. Look at the TV. It's on pause. ABC News on pause. Dude's face is there.
That dude?
I go, oh my God, that's him. She's like, I know. Missing his eye, face tats, like everything I explained was him. Yeah? Press play. Press play. The Jesus, the Garelia, whatever the fuck, is on the run. The murder suspect has murdered, which we believe to be a hate crime of some kind, at 6:30 in the morning. One street over at the 7-Eleven I go to, 6:30 in the morning, a black dude went to go get coffee. Got his coffee. There was an altercation in the 7-Eleven with words. The Hispanic dude went out first. Dude came out second. Bam, bam. Shot him. Cold blood. Got in the whip, drove off.
Oh my God.
She's like, you see, you guys might have knocked his shit loose when he had a knife, and now motherfucker went and got a bigger weapon. What if that was flipped? Now you see why I don't fucking like that shit? Bro, it was the eeriest thing I ever experienced at that point, bro. Like, with like, I'm a dad, bro. I can't be fucking around like this.
Right. 100%.
Like now I was only trying to protect a friend of mine.
Right.
I don't have the this is where I'm dense, right? Like I'm not all there when it comes to shit like this because I don't even think twice. I'll ask for forgiveness, not permission in a moment like that every time on accident.
Yep.
Because it's just what we have embedded in us as a warrior. It's like, oh, you need help? I got you. If I saw 3 people jumping someone and I didn't even know the person getting jumped, I'd fucking jump in that shit and break that shit the fuck. I see a dude hitting a girl, I'm gonna do the same thing over. And that's why I pray to God I don't find myself in that position because I already know I don't have the brain power to say, oh, I'm a dad. And no. Like I can't think that quick in the moment. I think of just I need help. They need help.
Yep.
And so that was fucking a wake-up call, dog. I haven't fought since then. Put it that way.
That's good.
I have not fought since that
opener.
moment. Because it's like that to me was like, I done already had too many close calls.
Yeah.
Gun bunted, knives. Like I done already had too many close calls that I don't know how I'm absolutely 100% A-okay.
Dude,
for how many times I was into some shit.
Plus being where you live, like just California in general, there's so many crazy ass people that don't give a shit about shooting someone at all.
I mean, let's face it, bro. The dude's missing an eyeball, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was losing one of my eyeballs, I probably wouldn't care as much as I care too.
Right. Exactly. And dude, it probably happened while he was fighting someone. You know what I mean? Like stabbed in the eye or whatever. You never
know. I'm just saying, bro. If I was looking like Fetty Wap out here in the streets, bro, I'll probably be a little bit temperamental.
Did you say fucking Fetty Wap?
Yeah, bro. That dude. Fetty
You know
Guadalupe,
what?
I called him, bro. Fetty Guadalupe.
I'd be like totally different. If I'm missing an eye, I'd be a little more cautious, a little more un
I just think of like,
asshole-ish.
I just think of like, I don't know. I feel like it's not the end of the world. He still had an eye to see, right? But like, I just feel like I don't know. Maybe this is the way I seen him as. He looked like a monster, bro. Like he really did look like imagine a Hispanic dude, kind of scrawny, but like a littler dude, probably like 5'10", maybe like a buck 70, but like face tats like all up in his shit, like where you could barely see skin almost, right?
That's scary
And
shit.
like
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
and
fucked
then
up.
you wearing these lokes and like they get knocked off all sideways and like you have a pocket, a little hole, dog. Like yeah, it was very, very. If I looked like he did, I'd probably be a little angry at the world too. Like God only knows in the position he's been in his life, bro.
Right.
Maybe he got made fun of for having one eye. Maybe he fucking,
Mm-hmm.
maybe like he
Yeah,
said, he got it
maybe.
stabbed out and now he don't care anymore. I don't know, bro. But dude was like with the full shits and someone that I wouldn't just pick a fight with.
Right.
Like I would have no reason to fight this dude. Why would I fight this dude? This is
Well, dude,
crazy,
and you got to remember, if they're crazy enough, even with two people, to talk shit to your buddy who's huge, like they're already
bro.
a little
Huge,
stupid because they don't know he could have been packing heat.
bro. When I tell you huge, bro, like
They always do.
let me tell you, bro. I've been in fights alongside of him at least 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
And every single time, he's the one that cries, bro, when he fights. Like,
What?
like where I'm like, oh shit, he's blacking out, Like I have to grab him. Why do you
Mm-hmm.
make me do this shit to you, cuz? Like, oh shit, it's okay. You good. And then he's just like, fuck, cuz I didn't want to do that shit. Like he gets like that, bro. Like his strength, bro. I promise to God, he played at Arizona State. He was a Sun Devil, bro. Hit football, homie.
Good
His
power.
strength is like ape strength,
Yeah.
where it's like even to this day, bro. it- bro,
But no, they're
he's
not.
compact, bro. He's
Yeah.
probably like 240 at 5'9".
5'9".
Yes, bro. To
5'9".
like
That's
Dude.
not bad.
240,
What was
5'10", maybe 5'10",
was he like a
240.
fullback?
He's a
He played
bull.
halfback in high
Yeah.
school, middle
Okay.
linebacker in college, like both sides, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's a compact dude, man.
But
That's
I'm talking
huge.
about like his arms, bro. Like I'll flex and be like, okay, like oh shit. No, homie, his arms like my legs, bro. Like
Guys,
his shoulders, his traps, like
Ooh,
he's just
bull.
one of those. Like he's just dense, bro. I don't know how to explain it, dude. I'll never forget, bro. We were
damn.
we were fighting we were fighting some dude. It was like a high school graduation party, right? And I was intoxicated beyond belief. I was going around the party, bro, saying, "Hey, you want to get down?" And they're like, "Nah, nah, I'm cool." Hey, you trying to get down? You trying to like spar? And like, nah, I'm cool. One dude was like, "Nah, bro, but if you do, I got your back, bro." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, cool." And I went around like 50 people, dog. Everyone's like, "Yo, get your boy, bro. He's wet, bro." I was wet, bro. Like all because my girl at the time left, and now I'm like, fuck, right? It's my graduation night. Like, what's up? I was mad. I was mad. I was at my boy's mansion party. Like, what do I have to complain over, bro? Fire pit with or jacuzzi with a fire pit surrounding it, like just beautiful views. Like, what are you doing, bro? Right? I go outside out front, and there's this big dude, bro, 6'4", 240, probably like 20 to my scrawny ass 18-year-old. And I told you when I graduated, actually I was 17. When I graduated, bro, I was still probably like 5'8", 5'7", a buck 50, if that. Right? I was tiny, bro. Like I'm 6', 185, 190, easy now, bro. If you only understood how tiny I was then, bro. But I see this dude and he's smoking and he's on a phone. And I was like, hey, let me get a stogie, right?
Mhm.
And he was like mean mug me, like, you know?
Mhm.
I was like, oh, he didn't hear me. You know what I'm saying? No, he didn't. Hey, let me get a stogie. And he was like, all up in my face, bro. So my boy, of course, is like, hey, homie, that's the last time you're gonna blow smoke in my boy's face. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. This was his response. Ready? Hold on, I'm about to fuck these two kids up real quick. I'll call you right back.
Oh boy.
What'd you say?
That's so fucking hilarious.
I love it.
I was like, what? Oh, okay. Took my hoodie off, right? I'm like, what's up? So I stare. I'm like toe to toe with him, right? He's so casual, bro. What's up? So I'm like, oh, what's up? I had to almost jump to reach his face. Okay, he was like 6'3", 6'4", maybe even taller, bro. Honestly, I low key had to like kind of like put some oomph upward. Okay, so I jump, tag him, like hard, bro. Like, he's like kind of like buckled a bit, threw his cigarette out. What's up? I was like, okay. Went in again, bro. Like, pop, 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 pop. Like 2 houses down, bro. I'm literally swinging, jumping, and he's just like gracefully just slap. I'm connecting some, I'm skimming some. Out of nowhere, some dude starts running up. Like, yo, hey, yo, right? Starts running up. The dude's kind of like, I haven't knocked him down, but he's kind of a little bit like, what the fuck's going on? This dude's running towards us. My boy, bro, on God, bro. He clotheslined him. He did one of these, bro. Whoa. He was
Nice.
literally, I swear to God on my life, he was like, poof, like as I never even seen some shit like that in person. The dude that was running, bro, his feet and hands touched. He was like, goof, like running full speed to goof, hits the ground and he smacks the back of his head, bro. And he's just like on the ground, bro, like doing that shit.
Like convulsing?
He's convulsing, bro. I was like, oh shit, right? Then the dude that said he had my back earlier, he's like, yo, what's up? He starts running out, right? At this point, I'm trying to assess the situation. Who's against me? Who's not, right? I don't know what's going on. The big dude that I've just literally socked like 15 times, bro, maybe 20 times, is like 2 houses down now, right? With me. And that guy's like, I told you I got your back, right? He runs up on the big dude. Dog, one of the cleanest punches I've ever seen in my life, bro. He tagged dude so hard, bro. Like neck, chin, face area, bro. That dude hit the ground, started convulsing, bro. Now there's 2 people on the ground doing this shit, bro. Get me the fuck out of here, right? So my boy's like, let's go, right? So we sprint towards the house, bro. Like, what the fuck's going on, right? We get in the house, we're like 17, you know. We get now, it's like, oh my god, bro, hey, this motherfucker crazy, right? He's talking all this shit, right? And I'm like, fuck, like I'm not done, like, oh, I want to keep going, right? So I take my hat off, bro. I take my hat off and I slide it under the bed, and I'm like, oh, I forgot my hat out front. He's like, no, cuz. I'm like, nah, for real, bro. I need that. That's my hat, bro. Like, I need that. And he's like, oh my God, cuz. All right, let's go. So I trick him thinking I lost my hat. So he's like, fuck, right? So we go back out there. There's 3 people.
Oh boy.
On the ground, out cold. And he's like, who the fuck is next? Who the fuck is next? And I'm just like, me, motherfucker, let's go. And I just start running. My boy's like, oh my God, he's about to get killed, right? I run up, same thing happens, bro. I'm jumping and swinging and jump, and he's like backpedaling, bro, as I'm tagging him. And 2 houses down, bro. He ends up getting in a car that pulls up and picks him up. I chase the car. I'm like chasing the car, bro. I lost one of my J's, bro. It popped off my foot as I'm running. Somehow he's running from me, bro. 3 people laid out. Ambulance come, like, bro. It was bad, bro.
Oh my God, man.
And this is what I've seen this guy do, though. The clothesline, bro, when I try and tell people what it sounded like, you know how, like, what you would think when you throw one of those bombs in, like, the house where they want to, like, disorientate you?
Yep.
Concussion? Is it concussion?
Yep. Concussion bomb, yeah.
Dog, it was like, the sound was like, whoop, like, you almost felt it, dog, and you didn't get hit.
Dude.
Dude's strength, second to none. I've never seen anyone stronger than him. He's the one friend, I have 2 friends, actually, where I look at and I'm like, yeah, I could tell you for certain I would try my hardest to avoid that fight.
Oh, for sure.
The only 2 people I can sincerely tell you right now that I would, like, I'll take a L. I'm not tripping. But those 2, I would do everything I can. One of them plays poker with us. He played baseball for a long ass time, bro. His hands, bro. I have big hands. Bro. His hands make my hands look like fucking a toddler.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not about to swing on that.
Dude, think about your buddy that's 5'9", 2 whatever. That's like a Mike Tyson, dude. He's short. He's like
Yes, bro.
5'10". He was
Yes,
fighting
bro.
guys that were 6'4", 6'5", and it's all the leverage, man, and like the
Yes.
compactness.
Bro, he played halfback and no one could believe how nimble he was. Like, so imagine a quick dude too.
Yeah.
He's Haitian, bro. Like, dude's like, he's built different, bro. I'm not gonna
Yep.
lie to you, bro. Like, I'm telling you, there's a few people in this world I've came across, bro. You could punk me, dog. I ain't about to fight that.
Exactly. Yep.
I mean, shit, bro. Like, I will weasel my way out of that shit. There ain't no fucking way I'm going toe to toe with him. Because if he catches me, I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're like chest, pecs, shoulders, traps, tries. His arms like my waist, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I
Did you
mean?
get your
Like, worked
Jordan
out 6
back?
days a week.
Yeah. That's when you run from people like that.
Yeah, I'm not. I was like the stick and move king, homie. Because I knew if you got a hold of me, I was in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like,
hey,
seriously.
You're like the
two
Roy Jones
questions.
Jr. and he's like the Mike Tyson.
Yes. Two
Two
questions,
questions.
Pop.
Did you get your Jordan back?
I did.
All right. And the second
I
one,
did.
it's not so much a question, but you know what? This last 42 minutes was all on if I still had hair up here. Right, we blew off perps for 42 minutes on fight.
Hey, man. You hit us with a fight, you know, and all of a sudden it got my juices flowing, you know. I was like,
I
damn.
love it. I love the
Hey, that's
fucking
the thing about these
right.
man, I never
I
want to
love
be
the
on
passion. I love the passion,
schedule.
bro.
Yeah, it's passion, bro. It's love,
It
man.
is.
These are real
It
stories,
is.
bro. You gotta learn from these moments, bro.
It's
Like, honestly, man, that shit
absolutely.
is not cool to fight, bro. Like, I
It's not.
literally thought it was the coolest shit growing up to get in a fucking fight, bro. No, I'm good, bro. Like, life is so ridiculously short.
If you can get
And I
away,
see,
you get
wait, it's a
away.
freak accident that can happen, bro. I'm glad I never really hurt someone too bad, and I'm glad, you know, I wasn't
You
hurt.
never got hurt, right? That's
Yeah, bro,
key. That's
because
key.
my brother's been shot 3 times,
Oh my
3 separate
God.
occasions, like 6 times, 6 bullets, but 3 separate times, 6 bullets hit him total.
Holy
I'm
crap.
lucky.
He's
I'm lucky.
lucky,
Yeah, he's lucky to be alive for sure.
right?
He's the only one bigger than me in the whole family. He's the only one bigger than me in the whole family. I'm bigger than everyone in my family. It doesn't make no sense how much bigger he is than me. And I'm the biggest in the whole family. Outside of him, obviously. But
Man.
yeah, speed over power for sure, Dree.
Oh,
Again, man,
you
it's just
got it.
about not getting hit. I did not want to get hit.
100%.
All right,
Sorry
you
to
guys
interrupt.
ready? You guys ready for perps now or what? There's like 348 people. They're probably like, what? Perps, crash course,
Yes,
bullish versus
sir.
bear. Is he the bullish one that's fighting everybody? Or I got you guys. I'm gonna pull up the chart right now.
They know you're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the chart right now and get back on the sticks. We'll go through a few different
Yeah.
things that I'm looking at.
I'm gonna
And
be listening. I'm putting my kiddos to bed, so I'll
okay,
listen.
perfect.
Thank you.
Good
Perfect.
night, kiddos.
Hey, Ghost, I'm gonna drop off, but I'm gonna be listening.
Okay, my guy, I appreciate you.
Yep, man. See ya.
I'm switching devices. I'll be right on in 2 seconds. I'll play a commercial in the meantime for y'all. How about that? Yeah.
Also, check your text.
Okay, we'll do. Let's play the one that Egon made, huh? All right, we back. Oh, so we just got to get the reverb now?
We got a lot of reverb. 100% refund. Gone. Oh. Hello.
Check. Check.
Yep, you're good.
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, no, it was.
Still reverb.
Oh, wait, hold on. I might move this. Here you go.
Luke, I'm your father.
Check.
That's the one.
That
that was-
sounds much better.
Wait, so I got to take the other one off.
I just didn't know which one you were going to be
Check,
saying
check.
anything from.
Well, that's so. Okay. Checking my phone now, by the way.
Okay. Good, because there's also
Yep.
no. You got to remember to put the screen up.
Oh yeah. Where's my screen? Where is my screen?
Little dog.
Yeah, see, we got perps. They go up, they go down, right? Yeah, see.
You're good. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, you see.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Now let's go catch them perps, coppers.
Oh my god, I love it. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Oh, these pictures are nice, bro.
I didn't know if any of those would work.
Honestly, I like them all, but I kind of like the one with the streak through it.
That's what I figured. All right. What if I had it behind it instead of across?
Love that.
More?
I gotta see it, but I think so.
Cool.
I like them all, dude.
Copy that.
Really dope. Okay, where are we at right here right now? What's going on over here, huh?
Looks like it's about to test that support line, or your channel line, lower channel. For is that Lotto or Sol? Which chart is this?
I'm on Lotto right
Looks like
now.
Lotto. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I know that channel.
Okay, so go here for now. I'm going to be multitasking, so forgive me. Where is this one at? Here it is. Okay. Okay, so one other thing. 1 second, guys. So sorry. Okay. Get out of there.
And another space not rugged, brought to you by StreamYards.
Yeah, thank God, right? Love the fact that it's like that. Okay, so let's take a look at this chart real quick, you guys, because there was one thing that I was really trying to point out earlier about the bearish side of this, okay? So again, we have this, if we go to the daily chart, and again, I like going to a whole bunch of different time frames just to kind of get a clear picture. So I get this, support channel that I drew, just to see if there was any correlations with why we decided to reject so hard up top right here. And when I put these together, kind of tells me a puzzle. So it's like first we're holding this line, then we lose this line, and then we come up and we test this line, All right. That same diagonal, we test it, and we get crushed. Right. So that's an official wedge for me. So boop, boop. Now, where does the bottom wedge come from? The lows. So you got this diagonal line holding strong, holding strong, holding, 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 holding until it's not. Once you get the fail, it's a little bit short biased because I know reclaiming this uptrend is going to be tough. Right? It's going to be tough. We know it. From $95 or whatever the fuck, we hit 95 at the low, I think, 95 and some change, and it's been holding until it's not. Okay, so we got a couple sells days, couple red days, launches, couple red days, not so launch. Okay, so that's number one. So I can say a little bit bearish from this perspective, failing to overclaim. So one strike for the bear. I go to the 4 hour, which is what I trade off of. And the 4 hour always tells me a pretty easy thing. Resistance, no buyers, candle close. Resistance, no buyers, resistance, no buyers. Wicks are no buyers. So the price goes up with buyers, and then there's not any more buyers. And it did this a lot, all the way through this area until finally it broke through. Right? Resistance, resistance, resistance until it's not. Nope, still can't hold it. Now let's see if we can flip this key level. Flipped it, held. Can't cross the psych level. Once we did once, reject, down. Once we did once, reject, down. Can it hold this level again? You sure can. Hardcore too. All right. Third time's a charm. Break it. First time getting 2 days over, or in this case, 8 hours in a row over this price point. Then you get the slingshot. So at this point, what do? We started forming higher highs and higher lows. This low and this low. Which one's higher? Higher low. Which one's a higher high? Higher high. Higher low. To the peak. Higher high. This low or this low still higher than this low. Finally comes back up. High, low, still higher, still higher. Higher high. Higher low. Higher high. Barely a higher low. This is where I said it's starting to get heavy. This green wick is right around here. So a little bit of wiggle room, but still higher. Now, what do we need? If this is going to be considered a higher high and this is going to be considered a higher low, what do we need? A higher high. We would have needed to come in this area for this to still hold true. Instead, a lower high. That's 2 strikes for the bears. None for the bulls. Well, we know 150 is a psych level. What do we see? On the 150, what do we see? We see one break, holds pretty decent, can't hold any longer. We see one break, holds pretty decent, can no longer hold. Rejects it. Finally breaks above, looks like it's holding strong, and rejects it. Another strike. So we got 1 strike for losing 150. We got 2 strikes for losing the uptrend. We got 3 strikes from a lower high. And then again, we have another lower low. That's lower than this. Right? Now, like I said earlier, the candle close was still at a higher high. So until we lost this and closed under this, which is this candle, I was still bullish. Rightfully so. Bull, 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 bull. closed over this one, bull, 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 right? So once you get a retest of this downtrend, it makes me another strike of bull. I'm sorry, a bear. So what do I have that's bullish in this whole chart for me? Shit, I could also point out what we pointed out earlier. Look at the head and shoulders. What is the head and shoulders? When the head is the height, highest closes, and the shoulders are virtually symmetrical. So you got, here's the wick, not too far away. Here's the base of the candle, not too far away. So I can see a shoulder, a head, a shoulder. What normally happens on that pattern? High probability. We might go to test this, which we did, but we might also finish that arm out and come to the psych level. Who knows? Again, can't predict. Just going off of probability. I'm not the only one that's going to see this head and shoulders. Other people will see it too, no? So another bear pattern. I don't have much bull except for the fact that every time you hit a new high, you're going to come back down to test it to see if it's now at support. 3-6 resistance, March 6th resistance did not hold for very long. 8 hours, it was above it before losing it and failing to overcome it and failing to overcome it. So this is still resistance. Well, then the next level would be this blue zone. Did it hold as support? Yeah. No. Did the psych level hold as support? No. No. Okay, got to come down to the next level. The 228 daily close. Okay, the 148's got to hold as support. Yeah, it didn't here, but maybe it will over here, right? Holding. Nope. Reclaimed it though. Nope. Reclaimed it though. No. Okay, so now we got to come to the next support. March 4th daily close. 146. There's my bullish. Yes. Only bullish shit I have is this line in the sand. That's it. It's the only bull. So I got one bull point of view that maybe this is the new low since breaking it. But everything else is pretty fucking bearish. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because I obviously I want Sol to go up. That helps Lotto. Right? With that being said, what do I do now? I have to figure out what is a good entry to go short or patiently wait for it to reclaim this intersection to go long. That's all I have. So with most of the time when you lose a level, you retest that level before breaking it. When you lose a level, you come up to test that level before breaking it. Right? Just like on the other side, when we were long, we come up, we want to test it as support to go long again. It holds. It might lose these two levels, but it still was never below our support from this area. So we held our longs and still made money. Same here, right? It holds here as support. We can go long, clip out a little bit. Okay, it's still not below our support, so we're still safe. Clip out a little bit more. I got shooken out here, I'm not going to lie. I wanted to see a candle close above this, but I didn't wait patiently for confirmation. So I ain't going to lie, clipped here, but still came back up, right? My point is, the same way we were waiting for the pullback patiently to go long, we got to now wait for the pull up to go short, right? That's my thought process on this. So I almost, because of how deep this red candle was, I almost just said, fuck it, let me jump in at this 147 area. Again, this was my hardcore support almost, right? The 4-hour support. It held. And then we had this first one that didn't hold. So I almost just said, okay, let me add right at that 147. But when I zoomed out, I was like, damn, bro, this was a big wick, man. What happens if we reclaim this 148 area and we get strong again? Can we break over this? Let me be patient. So I DM'd everybody in the perps group chat that we're in. And I said, you know what, actually, and I think I even wrote on my public post, like in bold or in caps, like, you know what, I'm not taking anything at the 147. Actually, I lied. I'm going to be patient. So because it's a very low probability trade, it's not a high probability, it's a low probability because this is still no man's land. From this 152 to this 148 zone was pretty much no man's land. We only have a little deviation, and perhaps we only have another little deviation. Who knows? It's kind of no man's land. I need a bigger direction. I need a bigger move. I need to see some shit. Right now, this is reminding me of this. 134 tests. Test. It's kind of reminding me of this area right here. This is chop. I don't want to trade that. Hold on, someone's on my door. Oh, it's groceries. Okay, so same kind of thing though, where it was like just look at this area right here. We have 128 to 140. So it's a $12 move, right? But for a good half of that time, it was between 128 with a little deviation and 134. So $6. That's really hard to make money on this chop. Same here. It's very tight, right? So we got a lower low. See that? Lower low. Just want to make sure everyone sees this. Lower low. But accumulation, rounded out, and a catch and go. That's why I say it reminds me of that area right now. You have a lower low, starting to get accumulation. If we see a nice curvature and it takes a little while, we can see that catch and go again. So that's why it's low probability for me. I can go either way. I can justifiably go either way. If I go long, it's because it held here. And as long as this continues to hold, I can go long. I got time. Or it lost this. It's patient, but I'll buy here and it'll fade down. I can go either way on this is my point, right? 50-50 chance. Well, with the proper risk management, I don't mind taking that chance. Because I know if I'm wrong and it doesn't fade too hard, oh, well, I take a small loss, but I'm happy. It's bullish, so I'm good. So it's kind of a hedge to my lotto at that, right? If it does go down, at least I'm making money here. I can dump back in the lotto. If it goes up and I lose that money, oh, well, at least lotto and everything else is up, right? So it's kind of easy for me to justify a short here as a hedge. But it's also easy because, again, easy decision. It's failing to reclaim. Just hasn't quite tested it yet. It's close, but it hasn't quite tested it yet, right? And my opinion is it always tests it. So where did I go short? I didn't go short at the 147. I said, let me start a baby position at the 148. And then I'll add to it at this intersection, 150, if I get a chance to. If not, I got a small position. I could choose to kind of, trim out a little bit above here. If I do get that retest over here like I did over here, I can flip and drop a little bit more of my profits out. And then if it bounces off here, okay, dude, I can start reevaluating if it reclaims this to go long. Okay. Does anybody have a question on how would I say that's bullish, or why do I say that's bullish or versus bearish? Does everyone see what I mean by holding this trend line until we didn't? This was like the last dying effort for bulls right here. And it didn't work out for us because it was temporary. So now this is a close retest. I don't mind being in a short here, adding a little bit more. If I get an opportunity to right around here, as long as it doesn't reclaim that 150 zone, I can trade it at least back down to here and maybe even possibly down to here, because this is support. This is 4-hour closes with support, but the real support is this blue line actually, because it's the only thing it's touched and not crashed beneath. Close enough, but didn't crash beneath. Since crashing beneath, holding, breaking past, that's the only thing it's tested multiple times, close enough, and held. Everything else, it's wick below. So depending on the time frame, you'll see something completely different. Let's go to a 1 hour. Now you'll see what I mean by it didn't hold. This held on the 1 hour. This held on the 1 hour. But look, this didn't hold on the 1 hour. So if I'm going off of a 1 hour chart here, where's my support? Technically, this blue line. Now, on a 1 hour chart, do you see the head and shoulders kind of here? Head, shoulder. We already got this shoulder filled. Head, shoulder. Where would the finished off shoulder be? Would be right around that 150 and a drop down. Again, this isn't me predicting. It's just me recognizing patterns, right? I was in a shoulder, head and shoulder here, head, shoulder, right? Made a little bit on the scalp downward, still held my longs through this. And I saw this kind of break out of the arm. See, the whole arm would have went down to this zone right here, but it started getting consolidated before finally closing up that shoulder, or that arm, I should say. Arm, shoulder, head, shoulder, arm. And you can see it's kind of doing the same thing, a little bit more dramatic, right? So I'm watching these kind of things. That's what I'm watching for. Right now, I am in a short. I will tell you my exact level. Before I even look at my phone, actually, I'll tell you right now, if I'm in a short, I definitely want to have a good amount of breathing room because 150 has been reclaimed a few times, right? One, held it for a long period of time here, and two. So 3 different times it's claimed it and kind of kept it. So I definitely want to be above this because that could happen easily. And then I look at this right here, and this is resistance too. I see 3.6. Once again, it has got higher than 3.6. So if anything, I want to be a little bit closer to here to really give me that breathing room because it could totally come up like this, just like it did from here to there, and reject, and I'm still in the money. So if you go over here and look at my position, I have, give me a second, we pull it up, giveaway here. Okay, and again, I went with the smaller position. This is what I tell you guys about position size. I want to build this position. So I'm buying a little at that 148 to go short. And then if I get a chance up here, I'll buy a little bit more to go short. If it doesn't ever get back up there and I just make money, I'm happy. If it blows past this and reclaims the 150 psych level and gets above this level, I'm not so happy. I might not even wait for this test if it reclaims this. Right? That's bullish. So I'm up a measly 5%, 7%, 8%. Was it going down or something? Oh, okay. So I'm up about 8%, nothing crazy on a small position. So it's really nothing crazy. I'm on 34.69 short. I entered this trade at 147.83, which is probably right around here. I think I might even, how long ago was this? No, that's the morning. So I probably entered this trade right around here. Once I saw it rejected this little 148 wall, probably added a little bit right here. And I only have, this is a half a position for me. Okay, it's a half a position that I normally play. I'll start making a little bit of money here, which I might trim a little bit if it's not aggressive. But I still think we have to at least test this area for my second trim. So if we get to this line, only because of the history of it popping off so hard and holding it and not even letting it get close here, not even letting it get kind of close here. If we get to this area right here, the 145.50, I'll probably trim a little bit more here just in case it doesn't make it down here. So trim 1, trim 2, trim 3. If it breaks this line, trim 3. And the rest I'll let fly down to this support level, which is a really tough support. See it? We've never even touched it since a few hours after breaking it. Right? Go back to a 4-hour. We broke past it one time. We tested it for 8 hours. 4 hours on this one held, 4 hours on this one held. So we've never really came back to touch that 143. And that's what I like to look for in long-term frames. I like to see what did we break past and touch. We broke past, touched. We broke past, never touched. We broke past, touched. We broke past, touched. We broke past all of this, touched. We broke past all, right? I like to see what it can hold and touch. On the way up, it was higher lows. On the way down so far, lower highs. Now, is it getting higher lows? A little bit. But is it getting higher highs also? No. Right? If I were to look at this upside down, I would see a bull flag. See if I can invert this to you guys real quick. This actually helped me a lot the very first time I did this. Where is it? I know I've done it on here before. Status line. It's got to be on canvas. Maybe it's on this guy. There we go. So I inverted this chart. It's upside down and flipped. You see the bull flag? So wouldn't this look like it would continue going up? Broke past, holding support. It might continue up. That's how I would see this, right? Here's the rock bottom, higher lows, higher highs. So wouldn't I on pace to get another higher high? This is upside down. So this gets smaller in value, 150, 140. I hope you guys can kind of see that. This really helped me a lot. It was hard for me to be short. I didn't see it the same until I flipped it. Then I saw it the same. So this is a bull flag, even though it's really a bear flag because it's inverted. This would be like a bull flag, right? So there's a good chance that we get continuation to the upside on this particular inverted chart, which would mean continuation to the downside, right? It's holding a higher level. You have your wedge starting to form. Kind of draw a little bit for you so you can see. We got our, actually, I don't like that one. Why do they want to give me a ray? This one just keeps going for, oh, I don't like that. Whatever. We'll have to use it for now. Let's do a ray, actually. Can't stand the way that looks. Sorry, guys, but I'll figure it out in a minute. Just look at the red flagpole, and then this blue triangle is the flag. Okay? If it breaks above, there's your bull flag for the next pole. If it breaks below, pattern's dead. Okay? So again, if I saw this chart, literally, I just seen this. It's getting a little wild with all these lines, guys. Forgive me. I want to get you guys confused on me. But if I saw this, it's the same rules apply, right? We finally break above this downtrend. We held it, and we're kind of coming upward now. Again, this is upside down. It's inverted. Don't fuck this up, guys. 150, 140. See it? This looks bullish when it's inverted. Higher high, higher high, no matter what time zone, higher low. Which means next time we come up to test this, since breaking it, if it holds, you can see higher highs. That's all I do, you guys. I'm not even bullshitting you. I look for higher highs, higher lows. That gives me the trend, and I don't like going against the trend. That's it. That is it. I'm getting out of this inverted shit because I don't want to confuse anybody. Just looks so much easier to see when I was brand new. So I hope that helped. But that's where I'm at. I'm a little bit bearish for a low probability trade. Trust me when I tell you, I'd be extremely happy if this shit reclaims 148, comes up to 150. I'll grab a little bit more on my position and see if I can get my catch and release, or if we're going to bust the shit back open and get back above this trend line, I'm back to my bullshit.
Ghost, did we just hear you do a Trump impersonation? Was that Ghost Trump?
Huge observation. Huge.
It was awesome. I was like, no way.
What did I say?
You're on SNL. You're like, I'm just going to take a little bit. I'm a little bit bearish. Like when you were talking about.
A little bit bearish right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right. It was like the Alec Baldwin version.
That's so funny you said that. I kind of felt like just now when I did it, I felt like, yeah, the Alec Baldwin version's it, bro. That's funny, bro.
Yep.
Oh my God. But you see on the inverted chart, Egon, did you see how different it looks?
I do, yeah. Flip it again right now. That looks crazy because.
Did you use it or no?
What's up?
Do you ever use the invert?
No.
Do you see how much more bullish it looks?
You mean bullish to go bearish?
Like this is inverted, right? So 150 is here, 140 is up top, right? It's inverted. Doesn't it look like it's going to continue up?
Which is actually down.
Which
Yes.
would be down. Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
It looks trippy. You look at it this way, you're like, oh, this is easy. It's an easy call.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming back up. It's going to come test these areas right here. Ooh, fuck yeah, dude. Let's go.
Yeah,
you know?
Depending on where it's at in the middle of the night, I might take a hedge if it drops a little bit.
Well, again, dude, that's why I love that you said that. That's why we always react, right? Like we'll never, you guys, just full disclosure, bro. We're never going to predict where it's headed. We're just going to simply react. So if it holds this as resistance because it's upside down, then guess what, dude? We're good. But if it
I had two very bullish predictions over the last 2 or 3 days, and I was right both times when I made them, and they happened to be at 8. It's 7:30 in the morning my time, but that was it. It was the highest point in the day, and I knew it. And then it was just down the rest of the day.
Yeah, bro. I don't think it's a secret, dog. To be honest, the fact that I've been playing perps long enough to be like, damn, I should have set a take profit. Damn, I should have set a take profit. Damn, I should especially on the West Coast, bro. It's 4:30 in the morning.
Exactly.
I woke up. This candle started at 5 a.m. I woke up around 6:30-ish, and I'd already dropped to about right here, I think.
Yep. Bingo.
I can tell you right now. Let's see. 1 hour. Yeah, here's my 6 o'clock candle. So 6:30 candle started. Oh, that's 7 o'clock. So yeah, in between here and here.
Right there. Yeah.
I woke up and it was below here. And all I could do at that point was hope that we got that straight wick up. Discombobulated. I'm like, oh, maybe we can get a wick up, dude, because we're losing it. And we never did. So instead of closing out my longs, I only took 25% off right around here. I think it reclaimed that I took 25% off here, actually, secretly. What time is this? 9 p.m.? Yeah, I did. This is what, 1 a.m.? Yeah. So I think I took a little bit out right around this area, actually. And my second zone to clip was up here. I would have clipped for sure right around here. And if it would have reclaimed, I would have clipped a little bit more, and I would have been happy with that.
Well, those are your levels. Those are your plan. And, hey, you stuck to them. And like you said,
I didn't.
Only short-term bearish. It's healthy to reclaim these levels.
Yeah, but I have to admit when I fuck it up, like I definitely didn't take all of my profits out as I could have. What I did do instead is I was patient instead of taking the loss on all of them. I was patient to see if we can get the retest. When we got this retest, but it kind of came back down, I clipped the rest of my position right around 148-ish and actually went bear. because
But
we
you
didn't.
did say that. You did put that in. Yeah. I mean, you said that's what you were going to do. So, hey, you stuck to your plan. You can't be mad at it.
I was happy. I was patient though, because I wanted to jump in here and then add here, and I'm glad I waited.
And that would have been 2 losing trades in a row.
Well, no, because
Or
my
it would have
liquid
messed your
like
averages.
here, but
Yeah.
my average would have been kind of whack. Like I'm at 35 plus leverage. I'll take that. Normally 20 is decent for me, so 35 is patient. My leverage is 34.69.
I think I'm at 18, but my liquidation is 140.
My liquidation is 151.68. So I lied. 151.68. It's right here.
Oh, you're in a short. I'm in a long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in a short, but for short term.
Exactly. That's why I will take a tiny short overnight, depending on what it does.
Yeah, I clip here, all out by here if it goes that low. I don't think it will.
Nope.
Right now, it's looking like it's going to start consolidating, but we'll see.
Just never know. Exactly.
We'll see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 4, 36 hours. Over the past few days, it's been between here. Yeah, this whole area is getting very blah. Not that big of a valley. I like the 157 and the 144. Don't get it twisted. That's a good $13 move, but you would have never caught all of that to get that. Same here. It was difficult to catch all of this because you had to take profits, re-enter, sit through shit, add, take profits, you know? So these moves have just not been that aggressive, except for obviously when we first broke above 136 key level and held. That was the most aggressive move. Just nice, like. I want one of those.
That's what I had. I just neglected to take profit. Day 1 and 2, those 2 tops that you just went past. That top, the top wick, the next one right there, and that next green candle. That should have been around 7:30-ish on both of those days. Or at least at some point, if those are the 4-hour candles. Like I was in decent profit on both of those days, and I did not.
5 a.m. my time, 8 a.m. your time. This one would be 5 a.m. right here, yeah?
Yeah, look at what happened right after. It was just blood red.
Yeah, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. right here.
Yeah. But see, it's good to know that I am noticing the patterns on the crypto chart as well. Yeah,
I told you a while ago, bro. Like you better trust yourself because
I have been.
I was like, bro, you look to the wrong people to get trust. You really in trouble. You start second guessing yourself on accident. Just human nature. That's what we do, bro. I was like, nah, bro, you got it. You see it. Trust yourself. Yep. And you ate off of it.
Well,
you ate.
I have to wait to eat the rest. I ate the first time, and then
I have
oh man,
I have really high probability trades that I like to take. They're longer term trades, and I think the difference is just simply that 4 hour, where you go to different time frames, and it really is a different story. You know, that's what people have to understand. Like, check this out. Look at this 15-minute or 1 minute. Who the fuck trades that? You ain't making no money.
Yeah.
You can't make any money in this when this is your 1 minute.
Well, you could if you're 1,000% or 100%, 100x coin flipping it every time.
No, because the amount of times you're getting liquidated, bro. Because think about it. This is
no, I'm saying within 30 seconds. It's immediate.
Yeah,
you gotta be a crazy person.
Yeah, there's just no consistency. It's like, oh, I'm long, and then liquidated. I'm long again, liquidated. I'm long. Oh, maybe here. This is just really yucky. 1 minute is just see the 5 minute. 5 minute not as bad. Still pretty. We got a little bit of higher highs on a 5 minute, a little bit of a higher lows. Still not Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, look at that. Just one bit. Yeah.
15-minute, definitely got a head and shoulders trying to make it happen, which is fucking crazy because if we get a head and shoulders, this is the left shoulder. If we get a head and shoulders, it'll be exactly what I thought. We'll get that psych level failure, and then you have that retest.
But then it's going to, yeah, exactly. That's when that's when Egon's got to learn, hey, take those profits on the shoulder.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, bro. I feel like this is one of those days where you could take short and long, both sides, and just have the take profit stop loss set up on both, and you'll wake up, they're both gone, and you'll probably fucking hit both.
So, interesting.
Yeah, like the reason I say that is because if you were
down before it bounces up,
it's just no man's land. So if you're in a long right here and you do get retest, you would have made money. And you wake up and it's now back to here, you would have made money. If you're in a short and a long and it comes down here, you take your take profit and you're out. And then you get that retest by some point tomorrow morning. You could place both sides. That's why I say it's a 50-50. This to me, I don't like 50-50 trades. I like 80-20. I know it sounds crazy, but I like 80-20. If my probability has proven to be like 4 out of 5 times I usually hit on this type of trade, then I like the trade.
Absolutely.
You know?
But can't you? Yeah, because I didn't multi-wallet set up. Because if I have to take profit, then my position's closed completely.
Yeah, your position would be closed completely.
So I lose my entry. But not like I had your. What, you still have your $99 entry? One open?
No.
Okay.
No, I officially have one play right now. It's a super tiny short. And I mean super tiny because it's only a half position. So my only play right now is I'm taking the risk of buying if it hits 150. A short. I'm adding to my short at 150. If it breaks above, I'm out. I'll take my small loss. Nope. If it doesn't break above and hold, I'll get paid. If it doesn't get that far, I don't add to this position, and I'll look to close it out once I get an opportunity to. Zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Always 3 zones for me. 25%, 25%, 25%. At that point, I should have my original position off with just profits left. And if it does come down and test anything lower, it's even more profit.
It's the name of the game, baby.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this is it's a big moment for Solana for the short term. It's a big moment. This is a lot of chop, and it's getting tighter. Like big range, big range, big range. Now it's tight.
And it's weird because it's getting tight between. Well, I don't want to say between 2 psych levels, even though it is. It's on the higher range, but it is between those two. What were they, take profit zones initially, or were those? No, those were your daily closes. Yeah, it's really tiny on my screen.
Which ones?
The one right beneath the psych level, the 2 green ones. Those are daily closes, right? Yeah.
My greens are my daily closes. My blues are my resistance. And then my dots are just like 4 hours. It's respecting it on 4 hours for whatever reason. Like if you look at the 4-hour chart for some reason,
look at that.
These levels mean a lot. I don't know what it is, but check it out. First 4 hours.
Oh, you went back and you found it. You found it. Historically, at least one of them, that there was a major catalyst.
Yeah, I always try and find why it's doing something. This one was crazy to me right here.
This was the one.
March 3rd and September 16th of 2024. This was a weekly resistance. So a weekly candle broke past this and then shot down and closed right at this. And then 9/16 and broke past it and shot down and closed right at this again. So this is like a weird area. And then I find that yesterday. And then this happens. Oh, no, that's what happened. I saw this and I was like, why did it bounce so hard?
Right.
And now it made sense. Oh, that's weekly resistance.
Yeah.
So maybe this is its new support. You know, we'll see. If it starts creating higher highs from there, then that may very well be the case, that it's its new support. So I would actually flip this.
Oh, that would be cool.
Former resistance, current support.
Yeah, because your current regular support above the breakthrough is where my, what was it? The liquidation from before I added to my position was because I saw it start to drop, and I said, you know what? I can't pay attention to my phone. Let me drop it a few bucks. So I went below the 143.
Yeah, right here.
So I dropped it below the 141 by a buck.
So far, this is the only level that's held support that's retested it.
Yep.
Never failed yet. So that's my hard support currently. This
is over 1 day, right? It's 12 hours. It's a 12-hour period.
This is a 12-hour period breakthrough, and then I count how long does it hold for. So for 8 hours plus, 8 hours. And then it shot off of it. So
and then it's been above ever since, right?
You know, you get a breakthrough, retest, hold, shoot. All right, hardcore support. This one I didn't have identified yet because nothing came close to it. This one was still 3-4 daily close, which was acting like support still. Like even right there. See it?
Yep.
Almost to the dollar.
It's at the bottom of the full body. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, so you got held, closed above every time it's pierced it. Same here. Look at this 4-hour support. Support. Whipped through it a bunch of times, bro. First time losing it. Reclaimed it right away, but first time.
I mean, at one point, those were not wicks. So I'm, as soon as I see that, I'm switching that interval to 15-minute, 1 hour, seeing what's going on.
Yeah, the 1 hour will tell you a clean story here. You only have true support right here currently. This is the only level tested and holding temporarily because this didn't even do shit at the time. See it? This is the only one that broke free, got high enough, retested it, held it clean, and has never looked back.
Yes.
Right? So this one had struggled to hold as support, and now it's holding as support.
All right. So in theory, if we're doing that, each one of these has had a hard test of their support lines once.
That's bullish.
Like with two candles, yeah. And that's what I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's a break free. Test, I go long. Break free. Test, I go long. Break free. Test, I go long. Remember my liquidation is way down here. I ain't tripping on none of this. This one might have been a little scary, but I think it was in the morning. I was asleep. Yeah, 1 a.m. I was asleep, so I didn't see all that. But when I wake up, it's on the way up. I'm like, cool. Still didn't get liquidated. And now you get this next streak up. So that's why my liquidation is very important to me, being below here on longs and being above here on supports.
Yep.
Because it gives me my wiggle room I need. I don't have any time constraints, but it's really important to know what level it's respecting, right?
Yeah, at any given time.
Mm-hmm. Respected this as the support. Respected this as the support. Respected this as the support. Did not respect this anymore. None of these levels have been respected. Look at all this bullshit.
Just a weekly.
Respected. Yep, just a weekly. So this is the key level of concern because there was a lot of action here. So it took a while to kind of chew through this area. And now it's taken a while to it's
a good call. Yeah.
Right. That's why I was like, okay. So what makes me flip bullish is higher lows, higher highs. That's why this reclaiming this is so important. If it happens right now, it's still huge. But if it happens at this intersection, even more huge.
Yeah, exactly. At the X.
Yep. Intersection surpassed, higher high.
Move your cursor to the actual crossover of the X, please.
153.
What is that? 9 p.m. your time, 1 p.m. my time?
Yes.
Okay.
9 at night for me, 1 in the morning for you.
Okay. Tomorrow night. Oh, just exactly when poker kicks off tomorrow.
Yep. And with enough momentum, dude, you fuck around and see it over here too. You never know.
No, for sure. Absolutely.
At night, depending on, we've seen it. Look, if we got the same bullish activity to reclaim it, I would be bullish if that happened for sure.
I would. I thought today was amazingly bullish.
Started off
Until
bullish.
it dipped. Yeah, exactly. But it's the beginning of the game. It's always funky games, man. I'm telling you, it's looking more and more like the stock market. The more and more these big companies are buying in. Gee, I mean, I saw that MasterCard tweet today, and then it's like, it's just one of those sell the news events. What's going on? More and more big corporations are getting in here.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, I got shit to do. I love you guys, bro. I got to get to work, man. We had a big day at the office today. I got to get to work, and I'm gonna this Lotto chart right now because for whatever reason, people think it's cute right now to get rid of some of their little tokens. So
I'm in my trading view. I'm trying to add the I am Ghost AF indicator, and it's not. I can't find it. Where's it under? I'm just kidding.
It's under Ghosty.
Oh, Ghosty. Got it. Okay. We need to load those levels up. All right.
I love you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Tomorrow will be jam-packed with poker at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard. We'll jump on an hour early around 5 o'clock, same time that we jumped on today. We'll go over the perps themselves, see what's going on. In the meantime, I'm going to make some buys here, man. It's time to reclaim this fucking trend that we've been up. That's what's cute to me. I love you guys. I appreciate all of you guys for fucking tapping in, all 390 of you. If you have any questions at all, feel free to DM me. I will answer any and all questions to do my best to help you get an edge. Pa, I want to say thanks for jumping up tonight, man.
Hey, thank you for having me up. I appreciate all your knowledge to share and being our number one bro for, supporting Lotto because I think it's a pretty freaking cool, really cool investment, and I'm not letting go. So thank you. Appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate your unwavering support. It means a lot to us. And we're just getting started, man. Today's our 5-month anniversary, you guys. 5 months we've been around. Not a lot of meme coins have been around for 5 months through the 295 high on Solana to the 95 low to the Trump and Melania coins on Solana, the greed coins from Portnoy, the 3 horrible days where billions and billions of dollars was removed from crypto as a whole, which was worse than the pandemic slide. Not a lot of people made it this far, man, during all that shit, and we're just gearing up for our second run. So we got a lot of things planned, including merch. We're fine-tuning a couple things from behind the scenes from a, I guess, interface, so to speak, standpoint. And then we also got something that's huge that we've been working on for a long time that hopefully hopefully it'll come to fruition pretty soon. I think it's a game changer for us, and I think you guys will be extremely excited to see. But again, anytime you guys have any questions at all, hit me up. I'm here for you guys. Egon, I love you, bro. I appreciate you as well, man. Always jumping up and hosting with me, man. It means a lot to me, man, that you're always available for me, bro. Appreciate you.
Sure.
Love you guys. Thank you, Paul. Love you.
Good night.
Thank you. Take care.
Oh, send me your OX address.
We all did.
We just hit the lotto. Love you guys. I'll see you guys soon.
See you tomorrow.